Hello everyone, my name is Nitsify. Welcome to the Lost Harbor Tavern. I am your host and your DM. Or Lost Shipyard, actually. This is the Lost Shipyard. Get it right, bitch. The other one's the main channel, this is the side channel. But we're here with another Amnesia campaign episode, and we have a few people over here. We have Steve, who's hanging on the wall over there. We have the mice that are in on the barrels. That's Gerald, Timmy, there's Bob, Wade, and ignore Steven, he's on fire. We don't talk about him. He's perpetually on fire. There's also Ublex on a random light dancing. Don't worry about it, and don't mind the spider. But we also have some of the people that actually talk, like, on the show. I know, kind of crazy. But we have Acrid, who is my main host. He plays... Dolp. We also have Tic-Tac Brillin, who plays Streelk.
Hello, I go meow.
You do, you little cat boy. And then we also have Anya, who is playing Tahira.
Hi! My brain is starting to melt.
Yep. That being said...
The joys of playing an idiot.
You're welcome, I got you out of your comfort zone. With that being said, we're getting straight into it. Just as a reminder from the last episode, they did a bunch of things, fought some bandits, got some memories back in the process, may have ran into an old friend, and they're on their way over to the capital, essentially. If you want a proper, like, run back, you can go watch the extra episode, because there was a lot that happened that episode. But that's the main idea of it, you know, that's the main idea.
Oh yeah, and Tahira is now behind a bookshelf.
Yeah, you're behind the bookshelf.
Confused as all hell with Bear.
Yep. Which is kind of where we're going to be picking it off from on here. So I'm going to mention, the last thing you did was that it was completely pitch dark. You're in a room. You don't know how to get out of it. Because now it's just a bookshelf.
The last thing I did was question if anybody is there.
Yep. And nobody responded. Are you going further in?
Am I going for what?
Are you going further in?
Yes.
Okay. So, you could head further in, and you kind of realize pretty easily it's a pretty spacious room. So you kind of just, like, walk forward a bit. You can see, obviously, because you do have dark vision. But, you know, lanterns would be nice, so you could actually see a little bit better, because it is still limited vision, nonetheless. You can see that there is a desk with, like, a bunch of, like, it's a bunch of just, like, not just a desk, it's multiple desks, just kind of lining the walls with just, like, paperwork and or just, like, potions and chemicals being brewed, essentially.
You're gonna have to repeat that. My internet cut out for a second.
Ah, okay.
So I had to turn on my hotspot.
No,
I apologize.
Fair. That's fair. So when you walked in, you could see that there was, like, chemicals being brewed on, like, multiple desks that kind of lined this, like, spacious room, essentially. And desks that don't have potions being brewed have, like, papers just kind of all over it.
Ah, yes, the hidden meth lab.
Yeah. There is, like, on the wall, there is, like, a little area where it has, like, a little curtain. And then, like, a little, like... Or not like a curtain, like a curtain rod. Like the rods that you, like, attach to the wall so you can put a curtain over. And it seems to have, like, some type of, like, very light see-through cloth. Very lightly just kind of, like, covering something as well. So there is that as well.
Okay. I'm gonna walk a little bit further in and try seeing if anybody's there again by just calling out. Just, hello?
Alright. So, as you call out, you will get a response this time.
Oh no.
Oh, boy.
As you will get a very, like, almost... This, even though, like, the person that is not right there in front of you, it sounds like as if they are right in your ear. As you can just hear them go, well, well, well. Don't we have a visitor? And you will see someone. I'm going to grab his image. And some people may recognize this image. As you can see a certain shade standing in the room.
Oh,
as
what's
you
up,
come
bud?
around
How's it
from the
going?
curtain.
How's it going, bud? Good to see you.
As you can see Limius. You don't know his name, but from people in the Rum Harbor, you know him as Limius. You can see that shade.
I'm so triggered right now. This
Man.
fuck.
Man, you got a problem.
I don't
Shut
have
up,
a
this is
problem.
my
You have a
bit.
problem.
I mean, you're petty with everyone, so yes, you do.
Yeah, well, you kill everyone.
I deserve it.
Well, the people are
Can
being
we
petty too.
please get back?
That's fair.
Yes,
That's
yes.
It's just fun in him screaming.
So, yeah, he would look to you and just go, "Now, why are you back here?"
Tahira just hugs Bear a little tighter. Just. I didn't mean to end up back here. I'm lost.
We can fix that. Do you know your way out? Well, actually, that's a funny question, isn't it? Lost can be used in many ways, and the word itself, at least in my opinion, has lost its definition. But I understand what you mean.
She just buries her face in Bear and just mumbles out I'm so confused.
He spoke words. Those are weird words.
Yeah. You just go, "Well, let's get you back on track. And do make sure not to mention this to anyone. It would be a shame to have to level an island." And
What?
you would see him put his hand on your shoulder as information starts to flood your brain. As very quickly, without you really quite noticing, or not really, I wouldn't say notice, you definitely notice it, but more of not really be able to comprehend what he's kind of forcing through your mind directly. You learn Sylvan.
What?
Mm-hmm. As he would just kind of go,
Okay.
"From what I can pick up, you were looking for this knowledge, weren't you?"
I was looking for a book on it, but I still need to get back to my friends.
"That can be arranged." As he'd snap his finger and a portal would open.
And this will take me back?
It will. Have a fun time.
She just very tentatively walks over to the portal, looks down at Bear like, alright, let's go.
Yep.
And walks through.
Alright, you're ready to Lemius.
He's cool.
Yep. As you make your way back out. When you step through the other side of the portal, essentially you come out from like the back side of the alley bit, from like behind the bookstore.
She is just very, very uncertain.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. But yeah, you can come around to like the front area and you can meet back up with Dobe and Strilk. I don't know if you guys have anything planned for what you plan to do in this town, but otherwise, I know the main idea was going to the capital. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I was planning to help take the lead in making preparations for all of us on the trip ahead.
okay.
So I know the two most important things. One, we'll have to secure a caravan, and I still remember how long it will take using a caravan to get to the capital with. About 6 days.
Yep. 6
So
days in the
gonna
caravan.
also try to help buy 6 days worth of rations for the whole group. Since if I
Okay.
understand correctly, Kondo's coming along with us.
Yep.
And the last
I will let you know you don't need to worry about Kondo. Kondo will probably take care of herself.
Understood. And the last thing I wanted to get was basically a hood or a cloak, just because I'm going to a streak has kind of figured out maybe there might be some enemies, and he would rather avoid some fights if he can while looking for their memories or something like that.
Fair enough. So yeah, you can.
Zira would very slowly make her way out of the alley. Just
Hell yeah.
kind of following the edge of the building very carefully. Because she does not want to get lost again.
Especially
Valid.
not in
She
that
does
bookshelf.
not like it.
Yeah. Oh man. So I'll be honest, I don't think I'll really make you roleplay grabbing random shit. I think it's pretty standard, pretty go-to. Don't think there's really a reason for that. You can just pick up your stuff. So rations, you're looking at 6 days worth for each person. So in total, you're looking to get 18 pieces of rations. Normally rations are like 2 gold per, or 2 rupees per ration. So you're looking around 36 rupees for that. You're looking for just like,
Wait, sorry, it just clicked. Wouldn't that be 12 rations then? Because technically I'll just be paying for me and Dope. Because, Tahira can't eat food.
Yes, this is true. I was literally just gonna wait to see if you noticed. Alright, cool. So so it's gonna be 24 rupees. For the rations, you can go and remove that from your inventory. And then, you still have your robe. I'm gonna be honest, unless you're buying some fancy-ass robe, if you're just buying a normal black robe, you'd probably just get one for like 5 rupees.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. And, caravan, that's something that you'll get, like, when you get to the edge of town. I'm gonna be honest, it's like the one that you probably need to talk lightly with. It's one of those things when you walk up to go get a caravan after getting your other stuff. Going out near the town, there's just a stable area.
Okay.
So, essentially, they would just assign someone to drive the caravan because they can't trust random people to be driving their caravans and actually bring it back. Because people
Perfect
normally don't do that. Yeah.
I'll send it back. It'll make it.
Yeah, it'll make it for sure. The horse with nobody, like, telling it where to go.
It'll follow the path. It knows what to do.
But yeah.
The fucking sure about that.
For normally when it comes to caravans, it's that thing of normally they charge it by how many people you're having on the caravan. With it being 3 people, we're looking around probably 45 rupees.
Alright, that's fine. I can just pay for
There's
that.
4.
Yeah, again, Condo's paying for herself, so
Right, forgot.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Just...
Is there anything else you guys think we should try to buy before we leave?
Does anyone question where Tahira was?
Dope would honestly probably be like, oh god, you're back.
She just looks very scared. Very scared.
Did you get lost?
Did you go through another portal again?
Bookshelf.
Bookshelf?
Bookshelf.
Okay. Dope's gonna take the hero with them and make sure she doesn't get lost.
Fair.
Probably for the best.
He's like, I'm not. If she's not saying it, I'm not asking.
Trickle's definitely raise an eyebrow, but it's just like I don't know. He just kind of looks like I don't know what to make of this information.
Dope just has this look of I've been told bookshelf. Maybe a bookshelf fell on her. That's his guess. Like it's like.
Just moving bookshelf.
Definitely fell. That's his. Yep, definitely a falling bookshelf.
All right.
He's like, oh.
I do have an idea actually.
Oh no.
Since we got so much money, if you guys wanted to, maybe we could just take a minute to see if we could look for some better weapons. There's a chance we could afford them.
I know I can't. Cause I'm poor.
We got paid.
Yeah.
Did I? I don't
Yeah, you
remember
did. You
that.
should have like
We
800.
got paid 800.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Evergore.
Yep.
Did you not note that down?
I did, but I didn't. I wasn't using the myth broken sheet.
All right. Well, there you
Yep.
go then.
We
Um,
missed them.
All right. I mean, it couldn't hurt. Just see what's there.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, I mean, you can check the blacksmith. I will be honest, you probably find better weaponry at the actual capital. You could get your weapons enhanced, and that'd be like
Well-
150 rupees. That'd bring it to like a +1 version of your current weapon.
Ooh.
But like, they're
Double.
just gonna be selling like base standard weaponry, so.
Gold's gonna wait.
Actually,
right.
I think I'll do that. I think I'll spend 150 rupees to get a great X +1.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
you
Gold
do
will wait with his short sword because he wants to get a war pick.
Okay.
It would
I
probably
mean-
make
or
more sense
something.
to wait till the capital, but I feel like Streak is like very much the type to just sort of prepare for the unknown, if that makes sense. That's my reasoning here.
Fair enough. Actually, no, you're wrong.
Well, we
no.
know he's petty, so we know that.
But yeah, you guys can start
Petty
making your way to the capital
preparation.
then, unless there's something else. But
I'm good here.
I'm good.
all right. So yeah, you guys start making your way to the capital. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm really not gonna waste your guys' time with random encounters making your way to the capital, because it won't actually progress stuff. If we're being honest. And I want you guys to kind of be. I want to mainly focus more on the story of the stuff and allow you guys to do your goofy stuff on the sides. So we'll probably speed through it, but if there's anything you guys wanted to do during the travels, there would be time. It also wouldn't make sense for you guys to get attacked or anything like that when you have 4 people and a caravan, meaning that the driver probably also has some class. It wouldn't make sense for anybody to be like, oh, let's ambush that. The person with like 2 horses, a carriage, 4 people, and the driver that probably also knows how to fight. No, nobody's doing that. You gotta be an idiot. to do
Akira
that.
just wants to try to figure out what spells she's got.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, honestly, within 6 days, you could definitely just spam your spells and just try stuff out.
I wanna hear Tahira's spell attempts.
All right. So, what is your first?
Miracle blast. This
Everybody-
fucking fireball.
Everybody cakes until Tahira suddenly discovers power word kill.
Luckily, they're not high enough level for that.
Oh,
Maybe
God,
she has
you imagine.
down leveled power word kill. You don't know.
Dude, that would be me trying to fuck with y'all if I did that. Because let's be real, it's like, oh, power word kill. She kills one of her allies by accident because she was trying to figure out what that last spell was. Like that'd be one hell of a way to kill off one of your allies in a game like this, in a like mini campaign. Like everybody else, like, yeah, I survived, I died. Why'd you die? My ally killed me trying to figure out what their spells were.
Don't worry, the cleric next to me realized it can use reviving magic.
Sadly enough for you, right now y'all don't have a cleric.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Y'all also don't know what class Kondo is either, so that's a separate thing.
Well, Dob will be talking to her to figure out what she is.
Okay, well if you
We're
would
gonna
be
learn more about her and his past effectively from her.
fair. So we'll get to that in a second because we're gonna run through Anya's spell attempts. So how do you try to cast your first spell?
Gonna set Bear down so that she doesn't accidentally throw him or anything.
Fair.
Honestly, the first one she's gonna try is Call Lightning.
Call lightning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. So did you try to call lightning? Now, what is your signal for this? Are you just bringing your hand up into the air and trying to, like, strike it, like trying to summon literal lightning into your hand?
No, she's just kind of looking at a tree
Okay.
and just like brings her hand down, pointing at the tree.
Okay. So you bring your hand down, point at the tree as, I'm gonna have it roll something. Cool. As you cast Blight on it, it fails its con save and it withers up and dies.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, checks. Remember, you're a necromancer class.
Yeah. as you,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, as you used Blight. So that's one of the spells you have.
Drake's eyes will just kind of widen, and he'll just say, please be careful when you use that in the future, Miss Tahira.
Are there dead animals around?
I think it's a single target thing, luckily.
I think so. I'll double check. But yes, it is. So it's a target. So you just target the tree. So it only affects the tree, luckily enough. But if you're just looking for like just dead animals that weren't affected by that, because none of them would have been, I can roll to see if there's just a random corpse.
Please do.
Roadkill.
Okay, cool. Yeah, in like a bush nearby the tree is like a dead squirrel.
Can I try raise dead?
Sure. So you try raise dead as tentacles form out of the ground and grab onto the squirrel, tearing its body apart as you just cast Arms of Hadar.
Oof.
This checks.
Yeah.
Drake
So
just kind of looks like he's just seeing God watching this, just kind of like,
oh man, as that's your first day of trying to cast stuff, as you're like, all right, lightning, necrotic, radiant revivification type of magic, more necrotic.
No, raise dead is a necrotic spell.
Yeah, my bad. It's a different type.
Necromancy.
It's a very different type of necrotic.
No.
It seems you were the type to say, "Oh, you caused me problem. Die."
Oh
I need
man,
to look at what the warlock spells are.
warlocks have all sorts of spells.
They have a lot.
They actually do have a lot. They have a pretty good plethora. There's also a chance that if you have a tome, you might also have wizard spells. So I wouldn't narrow out wizards.
Wizards, sorcerers. Yeah. There's a lot of options.
Yeah. Right. So that's like your first day of like random stuff. While you're like casting all that, I'm guessing the Grunk's been talking to Kondo a little, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just watching this like completely unfazed. Like he's like, yeah, it checks. It's a fucking vampire. It's a vampire. Yeah, no, it checks. There's undead magic. Yep. Fuck that tree, I guess. Like she's the most like that's just in his head. It's just, yep. Fuck that tree, I guess.
Screw the tree. Doesn't matter.
I ain't no druid. I don't give a fuck.
Oh man. So I mean, yeah, you could. I like, from what I understand, you wanted to talk about like class and stuff like that. So you would learn two things. Like just kind of like talking with her lightly, which is the fact that one is she's not just a normal human; she is a Druidinesh. The second thing is that she isn't. A lot of people normally tend to assume that she's just a fighter or a barbarian because mercenary and a sword, like normal combo. She's a ranger.
She's a martial-focused ranger. Fucking god.
Because the thing is, her subclass is Monster Slayer.
Oh right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Can I roll a history check to see if I remember anything with this information?
Yeah, go ahead and roll, see if you remember anything about Kondo Eye, see if that information helps you any.
Swear to God. No, okay, I saw a 1, and I was like, I swear to God, if that's another nat 1 when dealing with this girl. No, luckily, there was a 1 in front of another number.
Okay.
I got a nat 17 plus 7.
Alright.
So 24 on history.
So with your 24 in history, you can remember, in the past, you've kind of seen it in action. So you've seen where she's cast, essentially, like, normally spells that are used for arrows directly onto the sword. So, like, Thornburst, for example, where she would just hit someone like a beast with a sword, and thorns would go sprouting out from all sides, hitting any of the enemies nearby them in the process. Things like that. So you can remember a little bit more about her technique at the very least. You guys rarely ever went for humanoid like quests. You guys normally didn't do any mercenary quests that was like directly like, yeah, go kill this guy for me. You guys normally went more for either just protect someone or, yeah, can you go kill this like fucking thing that's like terrorizing my farm type of stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the type of information you can get from the history check. Just a little bit more memory of like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I actually was a mercenary. This is coming back now, kind of, to some degree at least.
Holy shit, I'm getting memories.
Yeah.
She would slowly be seeing that look of like, alright, I'm getting somewhere. Fucking whoa.
Whoa. Also, Rena wants pets, so I'm trying to do this while petting Rena.
Time to fight Rena. Roll initiative.
Second age.
Rena wins.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. Is there any more to that section?
I was gonna jump to the second day.
Gotcha.
All right.
I wanted to bring up actually on the second day. Streak will probably say something to Tahira, and he'll just say, "So, are you feeling any better from this bookshelf that seems to be bothering you, Miss Tahira?"
Scary room behind a bookshelf.
Oh my god, she wasn't supposed to say anything about it.
She didn't say anything about the person.
Yep.
Okay.
As long as she doesn't say anything about him, or the, the exact things that she saw in the room, she's fine.
She's just going to say, scary room behind a bookshelf.
Does Dolb hear this? Is he nearby? Or is...
I mean, I would say that I'm just gonna kind of guess y'all are currently on the caravan riding together on the second day when this is happening. That's kind of what I'm assuming, so I'd say yeah.
Also, has anybody thought to tell Tahira that, Hondo knows Tahira is a Dampier and doesn't care?
If anything, Kondo probably would have said something herself to you. Like, it's more of like a passive thing, which is why I didn't really quite just go on my way to, like, roleplay that, but it is like a very passive, she would probably let you know it's fine.
Dolb did mention it to her that you were a Dampier, and that means she was like, oh, okay, I should mention this.
Yeah.
Streak will just kind of tilt his head, and he'll just say, "Oh, did you get lost in the library?"
Actually, it's a bookstore.
Sorta.
Dolb just sits there and he's going, is this something we need to leave alone?
Yeah.
Alright. The mercenary just goes, alright, yeah, that checks. Is it something we should leave alone?
You just kind of go, well, if you're certain, then I won't bother you about it anymore.
You'll be fine, Tahira. You've got us.
Yeah.
Please don't let me wander off again.
Don't wander off then, and we won't let you. Don't disappear. She would just go, to be fair, don't feel too bad. When you were trying to go to the bookstore, I tried to follow you and I also got lost. So, but I found Kondo when I did that, so it's almost like, Dolb just sitting there like, yay?
It worked out for the better in the weirdest way.
I had to make the necessary preparations for our trip, but I think it should be pretty much smooth sailing. I'll be able to keep a better eye on you all now.
Yippee.
Oh man. But yeah. If that's all the conversation, I guess we can get back to spellcasting of day 2.
It would also be that thing of she would just out of nowhere Zelda can make portals though. That's interesting.
Huh? Alright, now I'm curious to see what also I think what could be funny is if you just say a name, like say like words that aren't really a spell, but just see what happens. Because whenever you do that shit, the magic's like, is it this? Like, is this what you're asking?
That is an option.
It's also a very funny character gimmick of like, light of day, scorching ray? Question mark? Daylight. I don't know. What do you want?
Celestial summoning, the caravan blows up.
Yeah, it's that weird thing of most some spells require vocal, some don't, and some require vocal and material, some require vocal and like physical push, like directly like from the mana, from like the physical body. It's kind of a weird mix of like trying to figure out how you can cast a spell. But if you have any verbal only spells, that's a good way to find out.
I just love the idea of Tahira shouting ascension and then just fly. Just like, like...
Stop looking at my screen!
What? It's right there.
Stop looking at my screen!
Eh.
Hello, Rena. Hi. You went sniff?
Well, since the one that I was going to try has already been fucking stated.
I mean, you can try it anyways. I was making a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna make joke too.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
You took the thunder, man.
Shit.
Okay. I'll shut up forever now.
Tahira would just look down,
Mhm.
jump, and just flip.
Alright, cool. So, you do that, right? So you jump and you say fluh. And float. Okay, got you. I heard the fluh, and then I was like, my brain just didn't comprehend the rest for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, I'm gonna roll something real quick. Understood. You can see, like, you feel like you did cast something. And then you just hear Kondo go, could you not try casting confusion on me, please?
What?
As she succeeded the wisdom save.
So that was a targeting spell.
Oh my.
She's learning her magic.
Do what?
Yeah, so you have the spell confusion.
That's probably from a tome.
Probably. But yeah, the spell is sold to twist creatures'
Confusion.
minds. Yeah.
I just love the idea of the Drunish sitting there like her eye twitches like, can you not? Like,
Yeah.
you target someone else, please. Thank you.
Do it to the cat or the frog or not me.
Do it to the driver.
No, that guy's getting paid. He doesn't get paid enough to deal with that though, okay?
The coin-packed paladin turns around like, bitch, you wanna die?
The level 15. Honestly, he probably would have to be a high level now that I think about it, because like, if he's having to like escort a bunch of people with the caravan and they don't know how to fight and they get jumped, he's gotta be able to fucking just 1v5 if necessary.
That's why I said coin-packed paladin, because they normally they work jobs like this usually.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man. But yeah, what are you trying to do for your second spell?
Is there a tree around?
Oh,
There
boy.
is a tree. There's a lot of trees actually.
Dude, some fucking dryad's about to get real pissed. We keep killing trees.
She's going to try vampiric touch.
Okay. So you walk over and you touch one of them. And yes, vampiric touch is one. As you drain a like portion of a tree up. It's not as bad as like blight where like it kills the fucking tree. But there's just a chunk in this tree now where it's just like withered away and decayed.
It doesn't blight like auto crit on lamps.
Yeah. Blight in my world, the way I run it is plants. Yeah, it auto crits. I don't know if it's supposed to, but I make it run auto crit on plants because you are quite literally sucking the water out of the creature. That is what Blight does.
Alright, well, I have my headset off for a moment.
Damn,
Yay
wow,
for
he
magic.
fucking hates me. He fucking hates me. Yeah, no, that's fair. So yeah, that's how Blight works. You're literally drying up. So like, if you cast it on like a person, they're gonna have chapped lips for like the next 2 weeks probably, and they're gonna need like lotion to fix their insanely dry, rotted skin at this point. It's not a fun spell.
Oh, the caution's just sitting there like,
Oh,
fuck.
oh yeah, no, like that is like a deterrent for cautions. Like that always crits on a caution, which are plant-based, like human people. That is fucked for them. Same thing for like nymphs, because a lot of nymphs are like plant-based. Not all. There are like water nymphs, but the more
I think I'm gonna steal your auto crit.
yeah, fair enough.
I had it run as max damage, but I'm like, auto crit's funnier.
But yeah. So that's like your
That's-
2 days of your 2 day spells, because you have a pack. You have 2 pack slots if I remember correctly. Yes, you do.
Does she have any more cantrips?
No, she figured out all her cantrips. She has to learn her spells.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought I'd ask.
yeah, completely fair. Day 3 would come along, by the way.
I have 6 more to learn.
Fuck God.
Yeah.
Day 3.
Now keep in mind, you only have to learn half of them to get your like sheet.
As
One more.
Oh shit! I just began to learn 1 more.
Yeah.
as day 3 comes by, Jake will just kind of turn his head to Kondo and he'll just say, Miss Kondo, humor a question of mine. Have I at least contributed, I don't know, anything positive, at least, to the world lately?
I'll be quite honest. I normally don't keep up too much with social media or statuses, anything of that sort.
Oh no.
I can't quite say, because I've known of your reputation, but I haven't known much of what you do or what you've done in the past either to even get the said reputation to begin with. You may have. I know Lachlan Blair's a pretty neutralistic noble, and I'm imagining if you worked for him, he wouldn't allow you to just do horrible things. Most likely, if you ever did anything bad, then he probably reprimanded you. So I'm imagining if you worked for him, unless he allowed you to just be a horrible human being working with him, you probably did a good thing or two every now and then, I would imagine.
Horrible human being. Jake will just kind of sigh and he'll just say, "That's fair. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm going to, how should I put this? Use my missing memories as an excuse to feel sorry for myself. I don't know. I was just expecting a little bit more out of myself when I set out to get my memories back. Is already.
I should mention at some point we need to find a source of blood.
Yes, you'd be starting to run dry if I remember correctly, according to your rations.
2 more days.
Yeah.
You might be able to ask Kondo. She is a Druinesh, but she's technically human.
This is true. But yeah.
Can I roll a history to see if I remember anything about working for Lachlan? Because Kondo did mention I worked basically with them.
You can try it, yes. I'll allow it. Because she did mention it.
Yeah.
So
It's like
I think it's fine.
It's like, well, it's about this last year, because I think that's a dirty 19.
Dirty 19?
Yeah.
So you can remember being a bodyguard of sorts for him. So he hired you as a mercenary at first to just like guard him during like an event or two that he was holding. And he just kind of enjoyed the company. So he kind of just kept you around essentially. So you'd only been working
Ah.
you had only been working with him for 2 years.
Okay.
It's one of those things where it was meant to just be a one-time solo mission that you took before you, well, like Kondo was like on a different mission handling like a random beast that really wasn't worth the time of having 2 people go deal with it. So when she got back and you just basically had a full-time job, she just didn't bother. Like, she kept in contact with you, but she wasn't gonna like pull you away from an actual stable job that like most mercenaries can't really get.
Now,
Most mercenaries would kill for it. He's sitting here like, I got this on accident.
Yeah, that's the thing. So she's like, I'm not gonna do that to him.
I'm not gonna fuck him over.
Yeah.
now, not to be a copycat or anything,
Listen
But-
here, bitch.
but could I also roll a history check trying to, with seeing if I can remember any details about also working for Lachlan player?
You can.
All right, just a minute. All right, I'll do
I
physical
don't-
dice.
I wouldn't normally allow it that much, and I probably won't allow it too much with the stuff of like random rolls like that. But it's one of the things where she did actually mention his names, and just that alone has a chance of possibly running your memory. So,
Well, I'm glad I brought it up because that's a nat 20.
nat 20, okay.
Mhm.
So with a nat 20, you remember being a tabaxi, first of all. Congratulations.
Holy
hell
shit.
yeah.
Second of all,
So
you remember,
crazy.
yeah. Second of all, you remember being a barbarian. Congratulations. You also remember being a butler. Congratulations. So
Yo!
you should now have your subclass. Okay. So you can remember that you've worked for him for probably about like 13 years.
God damn.
You've been
Okay.
working for him for a while. You can remember that he is a human. You can't remember his, even with an nat 20, I wouldn't say you can remember exactly how he looks. Because at the end of the day, it's still like locked behind, your essentially memories that have been pushed into your subconscious. Even with a nat 20, you can only get so far with something like this. But,
Cool.
the thing about it is that you can remember, like, he is a human. You can remember him kind of be palish. Not like ghostly pale or anything like near to Hira's, but more of like he probably didn't go outside much. And it might just be because with his business and his pretty quick gain in fame and wealth, he probably wasn't able to go out much for safety reasons. But you can remember like he would host like events at the casino. And despite being like someone that runs something like that, where normally those type of people are scum of the earth, a lot of his stuff actually went to decent charities and donations. So he would, a lot of that money would go towards things like orphanages or hospitals that like were kind of like running low on funds, things like that. So he did actually take care of the community. In fact, you can probably guess that a good portion of people that probably would have been either homeless and or just already dead due to medical reasons, on the island of Kowonk probably are alive and or have a job and home because of him. A lot of the people that worked for him were people that did not have a home, and he literally picked off the street and said, "You're working for me."
Got it.
It makes sense why he'd hire a random mercenary.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's that similar thing of like he saw a guy who's just been fighting his whole life and like how'd you like to have a bit of a break from that?
Thanks,
um,
bud. Did you hire my friend?
Straight, I guess, just kind of like staring up in the air, and he just says, "It's starting to come back to me just a little bit about Lachlan Blair as a person. I think I've worked for him for about 13 years at this point. Huh.
That would check. I didn't know the exact years, but I know you've worked with him for a while.
I don't know how I got started working with him, but yeah, no, that's what my memories are telling me. Interesting.
I'm fucking 9.
Yeah. It's that thing. I feel like there's the obvious bit of like you do remember, you were his butler, so there probably wasn't multiple. It was probably just you being the butler. But that does mean that you weren't a bodyguard. So there's bodyguards and there's the butler. It's just that you still got training, and he probably paid for your training too, just so you could do something if it came to be. So, you have training,
Gotcha.
even though you're not a bodyguard. Simply just because he said, well, you know what? They're going to need some protection in case anything happens. By the way, I'm getting up real quick because I need to turn on my light. Because it wouldn't be an Amnesia campaign without me forgetting. Because that is literally the whole gimmick about this campaign.
Streak he would just be kind of scratching his ears, looking like he's very much lost in thought, and he'll just say, I really would like to know why I'm so angry deep down, but chances are that's probably a mystery for another day.
Maybe you just
Can
need
I
to go to
try to
anger
summon
class.
a cloud of daggers?
Alright, cloud of daggers. Alright, so as you try to summon a cloud of daggers in the midst of all this talk, I'm gonna roll something. Alright, which one is that? Cool. As you try to summon a cloud of daggers, do you just put your hand out to try and do it? That's my understanding.
Yes.
Yeah. A bolt of lightning shoots out of your hand as you cast a witch bolt.
Hey, yo.
And now she has her sheet.
As you can get your sheet now, I am actually on my way, currently working to unclaim it. I just gotta actually find it in the mess. There it is. Alright, confirm.
Yeah, I can now delete my version of Dobe.
Alright,
So I don't need that.
yep. Yeah, if you reload onto the, fucking podcast campaign link, you'll be able to get a hold of the Tahira sheet and claim it.
Streak would just kind of shrug at Kondo, and he'll just say, might be worth it at some point. Clearly, I've let it go unchecked for a while at this point.
Yes, that might be good. From what I understand, I don't know if there was any root to it, but it seems like, at least from my understanding with your reputation, you seem to have struggled with that for a long time.
Yes, evidently. Streak's like flashback into hearing how he murdered some poor guy's sister now.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
She was just gonna go, if anything, maybe it's kind of a blessing in disguise. You can try to restart your life to some degree and maybe try to fix that problem.
Perhaps. That's rather conflicting. I mean, on one hand, I want to take responsibility for anything I did, but on the other hand, clearly the me before I lost my memories didn't seem to care that much.
Wait, what?
Yeah, huh? Just the, wait, what? And then right after that.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah, I don't think Kondo would have much else to say to that, but it's still like, it's very much like, yeah.
No, that's fair.
Oh man, but yeah, now you can see the rest of your spells here. You've got all that stuff. Are you able to access it?
Mm-hmm. There is a word I'm very confused about.
Which one?
It's with her race.
Mm-hmm.
There's a specification with that race that I'm...
Oh, the royal bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. That doesn't impact who you are. You're not a royal.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the sad thing of, at the time, I don't know if there is just a Dampier only race. I could only find the Royal Dampier race on D&D Beyond. So, apparently every Dampier's a royal for some fucking reason. So, yeah.
Oh.
According to D&D Beyond, if we have just a one that's just called Dampier and not Royal Dampier, it never showed up when I was picking races. So, yeah. But yeah. Besides that, you figured out your spells, so now you realize you have the rest of the other stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it, so that way you can actually like use it in combat without the players being, like knowing about it either. But yeah.
Yay!
I think two of those literally come from your race as well. The one on the very bottom and the first spell that you see right after cantrips. I'm pretty sure those come from your race, if I remember right. So yeah.
Cool.
Well, yeah.
I don't know my alignment. And I'm glad I was playing my character correctly.
You were.
I didn't
Oh.
know that, but I was.
Honestly, is that thing of like, since we kind of got the spellcasting thing out of the way, unless you guys have anything you want to do on the caravan, we're just gonna speed through this last like 3 days essentially.
I'm gonna be
good
talking
here.
to Bear, finding out if he actually likes his name or not.
All right. So you try to talk to Bear using Sylvan.
Yes.
You would realize he understands Sylvan, but he can't speak Sylvan.
Oh.
Most creatures in my world, while you can speak to them in Sylvan and they'll understand, a lot of them can't actually speak a comprehensible language. You would specifically need, not even Druidic, you'd specifically need, God, what's that spell? Where it's like comprehend animal or something like that.
Speak with animals.
Yeah, speak with animals. You normally need that exact spell. But it can at least understand what you're saying, so when you ask it, you can just like nod its head yes.
Let's go.
And then you just hear, meh.
Yay!
Yeah.
So he does like his name.
Yes.
Not his little head.
He's just a happy little guy, man. He's just chilling, you know?
I can't wait till we summon an army and they...
So, I'm gonna be honest. If you asked Kondo for blood, they'd probably be fine giving to hero blood. I don't know if that's what your plan is for your rations, because it's starting to run low, from my understanding. And considering you said you only had 2 days left, that means that you would have ran out a day before you get to the city.
I know that it was said that Kondo would be paying for herself.
Yeah.
Is it possible with Kondo's help to hunt down an animal? Because Tahira does not want to take that much blood from any of her companions.
That
because
is...
she would know deep down that that could lead to problems.
That's fair. You can. She's fine doing that. I would just remind you as a player, Dampiers need twice as much blood than what normal vampires do, and animal blood normally barely satisfies their hunger normally. So just keep that in mind. You will be like, it won't do much for you, but like a whole animal is going to give you like a day of blood essentially, rather than where you could have gotten a small vial of human blood and you could last a day with just that alone.
Yeah, but again, I don't want to...
You don't want to screw her over. I get it. Yeah, you guys can go hunting. I guess just roll me a survival check. And she'll do the same, and we'll see what you guys get.
Nat 20.
Sick. Alright, and also a dirty 19 from her as well, so... I'm not gonna make you roll whole combat and everything against, like, an animal, but you'll essentially just find some, like, rabbits that have just kind of been hanging around. And you'd be able to get, like, 2 or 3 of them, essentially, and be able to drain their blood. So you'd be able to get, like, a day's worth of blood out of them.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. At the very least, it's temporary. It's like at least some food that'll last you like another day at the very least.
Alright.
It'll just be that thing of they'll have to go hunting again.
Yep.
Time to go kill a random commoner and drain them of their blood.
I'm okay with that.
Yippee.
I know Dope sure as fuck isn't, but if he's not aware of it, he won't say shit.
Yeah. You guys can get to the capital as yeah, Tahira, you're gonna be a little low on rations, but it's fine. We work through it, you know.
We bite random people.
I want to mention it's literally one of the things where the caravan will get you guys like inside the city, like past the gate, and then they drop you off there, and then they start making their way back.
Drake will just kind of like bow a little to the driver, and he'll just say, "Thank you for your service. You performed your job exquisitely."
What does that word mean?
Good job, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Thank
And
you.
just kind of drives off.
Dog just looks at the guy and goes, this is definitely a fucking murder. Thanks.
I want to mention the
Did a
guy
good job.
you're looking at like an orc barbarian. So like
Drake's ear would just like notably twitch when he says, "What does that word mean?"
Not everyone has a high education.
that is true.
Good. Understood. Well, now, so just to recap, each of one of us has one place that seemed to be a lead to all missing memories, which now begs the question, which one do we want to try and look for first?
Whichever one comes up first, probably.
I suppose that would make sense.
That is true, because you guys don't know your way around the city. And you'll probably just have to wander until you can find the place. You do, like, you have a map that, like, leads you in between towns and city. But, like, you can find, like, with your map, you might be able to get, like, a, like, more zoom-in version of the map that you can kind of, like, flip over and see. Or kind of show, like, some outlay stuff. But because of how big this city is and how many businesses are in the city, they can't really label all the businesses, if that makes sense.
Dolb is gonna try. No.
I should probably mention, Streak would have his, hood and cloak on and up, after they hop out of the caravan.
That is fair.
Can Dolb do a standing leap, hop 15 feet into the air, and look around to see if he can spot the Temple of Nier?
I got 18
Athletics.
strength, dude. I could throw you in the air. Just hop on like the flat side of my axe. I'll launch you.
Actually, this is just a standing leap. This is just something that grungs can do.
Oh right, that makes
Yep.
They
sense.
can just do a high jump of up to 15 feet. I will do an athletics and hop.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm fine with that.
hop.
Do the hop.
I do a dirty 16 hop.
Hell yeah, dirty 16. Yeah, I mean, you can leap a good distance, a good height. I would say,
Perception now, I'm guessing.
yeah, perception.
Fuck. Dirty 19. I might catch a glimpse of something.
All right, I want to see which one you can get a glimpse of here. Okay, cool. So you can get a glimpse of, funny enough, the Church of Nier.
Oh yeah.
You can see, like, essentially, like, the bell, like, when you start to hop up so you can see over the crowd, you can see, specifically, like, the bell tower area that kind of, like, arcs up towards the sky for the, tower of, for the, tower. No, for the Church of Nier.
There.
I
They see
would-
Dolb jump up. He's like, there. False.
I would also mention that you could probably, because like I mentioned with the map before, but you could probably like check to see what areas they do have marked on there. Since you guys are looking for very specific ones, you could just roll a survival check to see if you see the specific locations you're looking for on the map as well. That is another option.
Okay. Screw it. I might as well just see if I could find the golden token on the map. Why not?
Fair enough.
1 minute. That's another nat 20.
Okay. So you'll see all three of the things you guys are looking for on the map. You'll see the golden token. You'll see, on the way to the golden token is the grilled tavern. And kind of like in the middle of these three, directly smack dab in like near, it's that weird thing of like, it literally, if you walked from the gate and directly forward, you would have ran into the Church of Nier. So it's literally like going down that one street, you can somehow manage to hit Grilled Tavern, going down further, take a left, there's your church, head back out onto that same street, keep going forward, boom, golden, like the golden coin. Like, it is weirdly in place for you guys.
Got it. Streak will look like he just kind of had an eureka moment, and he'll tell everyone that, oh, well, that's rather good news. I could see the 3 locations we need to visit at, and they're reasonably close to each other. He'll turn to Tahira and he'll say, I do believe the closest one, if we were to leave now, is the Grill Tavern, with the Church of nearby after.
I'm not going anywhere without you guys.
To the grilled tavern first to see how charred it is.
Yeah.
Let's.
All right. So you guys will start to make your way over to the Grilled Tavern. You guys can just kind of like push through the crowd. Again, this place stays pretty fucking busy because it's well known for its Coliseum. Pretty big tourism to Island. I don't think I've said this enough.
No, you haven't. Are you sure it's
thanks.
a tourist island?
You know, you're kind of making me guess, and I gotta double check. Let me see. Yes. But yeah, no. So, yeah, this day's pretty busy, and like it really wouldn't matter what time of the day you went, you would probably still be seeing some busy streets no matter what. You kind of came in midday, which is where it's like literally bustling and constant. But it's fine. Don't worry about that. Don't worry.
The amount of poisoned people. It's absurd. If drugs work the way they normally do.
Oh yeah, if it worked the way you normally do, there'd be so many people with like dying to like growing poison right about now. Luckily for you, that's not the case.
Any creature that grapples you or otherwise comes in direct contact with your skin dies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh man. So there's the thing, right? As you begin to approach the first destination, you can see the Grilled Tavern. You can tell probably where it's gotten its name from. The boards aren't quite like a grill lining, but there are just like random like burned areas that have been cinched into random planks that make up the wall.
Gotcha.
That's kind of right.
And the windowsills, that kind of like, you know, that are like right underneath the window is made of stone. So yeah, you can make your way into the tavern. You open up this nice wooden door. You have a little bell that jingles, and you can see that they really live up to the name. Cause, oh boy, that floorboard is burned to a crisp, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
What fucking Afridi ass owns this fucking?
Yeah. So, yeah, when you walk in, it is like straight away. Normally, a lot of taverns will do this, and this tavern is no exception. You can see where they are serving drinks at straight away. To the right, they seem to have an entertainment area where they seem to have some like light dancers, kind of, you know, like doing their whole jig, their whole job. And to the left, you can see people like performing music, and there's just a bunch of tables and the little bar area. I want to mention. There is a tiefling at the bar that you can see, and yeah, that is like straight away someone that you can like probably talk to if you're trying to get information.
Kira just looks kind of overwhelmed.
Straight
That's
would
fair.
have to Hira's shoulder and to just say, "Well, Mr. Hira, does this spark any flashbacks within your subconscious?"
Too many people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Strick will just try to like put a hand on your shoulder and he'll say, I can help do the talking for you if that would help. I do not mind.
Please.
Let's start with the ball.
Just this very desperate, very quiet. Please.
Strick will
As she
try to-
just looks between Streelk and Dobe, just like, I don't know what to do.
Strick will just say, "Sit close to me. We're going to have a chat with the bartender first, see what we can learn."
All right. So you walk up to the bar.
He does not see dope.
He
Shakira
does
just
not
takes a
see-
seat with Bear sitting on the on the actual bar counter.
Hell
And
yeah.
She's just got her arms on either side, just hugging him to her.
So, this is the man that you see at the bar. You see this tiefling with this, like, very dark red skin, these black ashen horns, and this, like, white hair. He looks like he's well beyond his years at this point. But, he's got this like long white hair that kind of goes down to his shoulders, and this bushy white beard and white mustache. That's, like it's well taken care of and it is well trimmed, but like it's still bushy nonetheless, and like a dark gray eyebrows are kind of bushy, and rather than that bit of the eye that's supposed to be white, it's black, and then he has these bluish pupils that he wears, and a white undershirt with like a red like vest that he seems to wear over it. As that is the man you're looking at. As you just kind of turn around, and I'm gonna have him roll a history check. Funny enough.
Tahira did the same. I got a 12.
Okay. So, nothing's coming quite to you just yet, but the face looks familiar.
As they approach, Strake will just kind of try to get his attention. He'll just say, "Excuse me, sir. Could I borrow your attention for a brief minute?"
He would just turn around and look at you. Roll me a, by the way, because I know you're wanting to cloak yourself, so roll me a deception check. That would actually matter.
Understood.
So why maybe Dobe should do the talking?
30-17.
Alright, cool. I will roll his insight versus that, because I think that makes sense. Alright, so for now he's not picking up on it.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So, he would just go, "Can I help you?"
He's gonna gesture to Tahira and he'll just say, "By any chance, do you recognize this lady over here?"
He kind of like gives the look at her for a bit. And you see him just kind of set the mug down. And just kind of, you would see him just kind of head to the back for a second. Without saying a fucking word.
He'll just kind of turn to Tahira and he'll just say, "Well, something is certainly in motion now, at least."
Hold on. 1 second.
Yeah.
Hold on. There we
What?
go. And I'm on the stool. Yay.
She just kind of buries her face in the bear, just like, oh, that can't be good.
I want to mention just in the background, people just see Dome just trying to climb up on this fucking stool. This is the most just like, I'm fucking short.
Drake will just try to
Hold on. Almost. There we go.
Drake will just make another attempt to try to comfort Tahira, just saying, because I think he'll be able to pick up her reaction there, and he'll just say, "Please do not fret. If trouble arrives, I assure you this great axe will gladly go attack whoever's trying to harm us."
He might be going to get someone who actually will know you.
Probably. So hi.
Oh god.
He just has this expression of, you're using big words and I don't understand.
By the way, we're doing the Amnesia campaign right now, and we have a guest that just randomly popped into the VC. Hello, Issa.
Get out.
No, she's allowed in. She's allowed in here. Don't shoot her away.
Don't keep Lisa out.
I'm here to listen. I do not want the voices to engulf me.
Oh, no, that's valid. That's valid. That's valid. If you end up running on the next mini campaign, let me know. But
It's okay. I was okay. They're getting louder. I need background noise.
I get it. I get it. Oh man. Okay. So
I understand that. Voices are evil.
Oh my god.
Oh
The
man.
autism is autisming right now.
Aw shit.
Such a relatable problem.
I'm so glad Anya can relate.
Okay.
Anyway,
So, getting back on track here though, you'd see him just kind of like come back over for a second, and you'd see him just kind of go back to clean up the mug, and he just kind of looked at Tahira and just kind of go, "I do recognize you, but it's been a hot minute. I went to go grab someone because I know they'd actually care about you as well. I'm
he just
guessing."
barely looks up at him with this expression of, am I in trouble?
No. Yeah, he would just kind of go, I don't know if you even remember my name, I'm going to be quite frank, but it's Isgard.
I don't remember anything.
Well,
Her head just drops down onto Bear again, just like defeat.
I mean-
Complete and utter defeat.
considering what I heard, I actually didn't really learn what had happened to you until maybe 7 years ago. I'm not too surprised you probably lost your memory. But it is kind of weird that it's taken this long. Either way, it's good to see you back at least. And you seem to have brought some companions too.
The Grung is now here and now visible.
Yeah.
You were just.
Yeah.
We woke up in a forest like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Oh, so
I don't
this
know.
is recent.
We started recollecting who we are.
I don't know anything. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. What's your names? Maybe I can look into this. Try and help you out a little bit here.
I'm Dope.
Dope. Have I gotten any people that would have mentioned your name in the tavern? Right. Dope. Grung, Dope, Frog.
I'm a
Heavy
follower
armor.
of Nier.
Follower of Oh, okay. No, I know about this. Yeah, they're looking for you. They've been looking for you for a while. Yeah, make sure to stop by there.
I will.
I kid you not, that motherfucking paladin that's been working there, she comes in here every 2 or 3 damn days.
I just love the idea of the like anything. No, alright.
I feel like Greg would just kind of take like a notable pause when the group gets asked for their names, and he'll just say, apologies, but I'm not
That's
sure.
real.
Dope!
I'm sorry, am I not supposed to say that?
Just trying to exercise a little caution, Dope.
Oh.
I love how we have a rogue that doesn't understand caution. It's the
Hero
barbarian.
just looks mildly pained by this, just like, please help me.
I want to mention, Dome, from what I know about him, he's not, like, he's cautious, quote unquote.
Yeah.
He more just waits. He's less cautious and more just brutality in handling situations.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the most like, I mean, listen, man, I might be sneaky. That doesn't mean I'm careful.
Yeah. Yeah, he would just kind of go, well, I understand you want to have precaution. I do know that name, because your workplace isn't too far from here. And funny enough, your noble that you worked under, he used to swing by here every now and then. I wouldn't say we were friends, but acquaintances is a good way to put it.
Did he now?
Yes, I haven't seen him in a hot minute. Don't really know what's happened to the poor fellow. Hopefully he's not sick or anything like that. That being said, it's weird that you woke up in the forest?
So, just, you know, he would say this quietly because he's just trying to talk to the bartender.
Yeah.
He's like, from what we've learned, he and I was working for him. I was working for his, I was working as a bodyguard for his noble, and both of us seemed to have disappeared at the same point as to the noble.
Huh.
Wait, you
That's
said you
odd.
knew what happened to me before. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Well,
That's what I've been wondering about myself.
I was hoping your friend would be down here a little bit faster so she could explain it herself, because she was the one that actually saw everything go down. Where is that girl? Hold up. You know what? No, you guys can come to the back. Come to the back. We'll deal with it there. That might be better anyways, because that way at least you don't have any peeping toms listening. Not in the wrong way, but he kind of take a glance at a person near the bar and just kind of go, people like that you shouldn't be trusting yourself around.
Very well.
I'm going to look at this person.
Alright, you look at this person?
I'm looking over at the person too.
Okay, cool.
Looking for this
I
person.
am on the spot grabbing an image for this person that you have looked upon this very day. Yeah, you know what? The first fucking image that showed up, which is exactly what I was gonna do. So this is a goofy ass person. You see, like, over on this, like, over at the counter, trying to listen in, was this goofy ass, like, tabaxi, like, cheetah with like this random brown hair that was growing on their head and circle sunglasses with
That
a
is green
white
hair.
shirt. Oh, green hair, all brushed to one side, by the way. It's a tabaxi. Let that sink in.
That's
and
also a chick.
Yep, a black leather jacket, khakis, a black choker, golden earrings, and is a woman.
All
I
right.
feel like Streak would say so. So we all know this person's been listening in. I feel
So
like Streak would
she's
say,
obviously drunk and trying to listen in.
I feel like Streak would say something sarcastic here, like, "What? You see something you like or something?"
Maybe. Was it to you, big boy?
Oh god. Dull.
Streak is going to turn back to the bartender. He'll say, "So we're going to the back now, yes?"
Yes.
Could I
Let's do that
potentially have the
post-haste.
name of the bartender written, please?
Yes, I will do so. Funny enough, it is an actual name IRL. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Greek. I might be wrong, but yeah, Isgard. That is his name.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. You'd make your way over. I gotta regrab the image because I had to throw the other image that I had pre-prepped. I just gotta recopy the image. That's all I have to do. But I threw it to the side so I could send that image.
Worth.
It only takes 2 seconds. She was just about to round the corner when you guys start heading to the back. As you can see, an old friend of yours. As you can see, this, like, essentially this satyr person. So they still have, like, the human-like shoulders and head and probably torso. But they have the more deer-like legs, like the deer fur and, like, the actual, like, deer legs. They would have the, deer antlers and, like, the fawn ears, essentially. But they have this, like, pretty, not quite platinum blonde hair, but pretty close to being platinum in that type of shade of blonde. But she has this, like, long blonde hair that, like, goes, like, I'd say probably down to her hips, but because she's tied it up, it's not as flowy. But even with her tying it up, obviously, it still hangs out pretty well. She has this, like, basically dark green dress that kind of goes, like, over the chest. Like, halfway, like, basically just covering the chest and then down. It is a more dancer's approach, so it doesn't cover much. It basically covers up to, like, it basically, like, goes right over the glutes and then nothing more than that. And then you can see some, like, she has these, like, dark green gloves that are kind of like, it looks like it might be made out of silk. It's very see-through, so made like a silk linen, kind of like that. But it covers the majority of her arm. But yeah, you see this lady, just kind of like as you're, like, rounding the corner, essentially.
Okay.
And she was just kind of like, it isn't immediate, like, she was walking. She was making her way over. She fucking stops in her track. But yeah, she would stop in her track and she would just kind of look. And you can see that pause as it kind of starts to sink in, like, holy fucking shit. As she would just go in for a hug.
With a 15, do I remember who this person is?
Yes, that is enough to remember her. And you can also remember a lot more about Isgard in the process as well. So you can remember that Yenny, when this whole tavern was first being constructed, it only consisted of 3 people, which was Isgard, the owner, Yenny, and you. You guys were, like, the main 3. There was other people that joined later on, but a lot of those people don't seem to be here anymore because it's been 40 years. A lot of people normally don't work a business for this long, including in the dancing side of the, like, industry when it comes to this stuff. But she seems to have stayed, probably just because she likes her job. But you can remember, like, how Isgard, the reason why this place was built the way it was simply just because they didn't have a lot of money to kind of get this place underway to begin with, because he had spent most of the money just buying the rights to do so. So he literally used, like, burnt and broken down pieces of wood and, like, cobblestone and whatever he could find on his old farmland that he used to have from, like, a burned down shed he used to use. And he reused that wood to build the place. And then he bought, like, he was able to buy, like, a few pieces of, like, actual properly sturdy wood as support beams so that way the place doesn't fall over. over time, you guys would continue to, like, build in new supports, but still keep those, like, wooden pieces, because it kind of just became, like, iconic. That kind of became, like, y'all's signature thing about the tavern that made you guys kind of stand out. And a lot of people probably would have complained if you got rid of the original ambiance that was already there. But Isgard was one of those people where you and Yinny at the time had known each other for a while, as just kind of like acquaintances, just kind of working odd and end jobs that you didn't really want to do. But when he offered you guys the actual job, it was one of those moments where the two of you kind of just like agreed to like, fuck it, fuck the other jobs. It won't pay as well, but let's just fucking do it type of moment. Just that I'm sick of this job. So you guys worked for Isgard for like probably 20 years before you went missing. But yeah, you can remember, like, she was like, you and her were like some of the main dancers at the time. So the two of you did spend quite a bit of time. He would provide you guys lodging so you guys could basically live in the inn without having to worry about getting your own place. He'd provide you guys food and all that stuff because he knew how to cook on the side. So before he had an actual cook, he would handle the bartending and the cooking by himself while you guys did entertainment or was like helping like bus food in between tables. So yeah, he made sure to take care of you guys pretty well. The pay wasn't insanely high, but that's also because like he was actively providing you guys a little like shelter and everything you needed essentially. But yeah, you can remember her. She was a good friend of yours.
Tahira would start crying.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. She was just kind of like, I'm gonna be honest, that hug would probably go for a good bit before she kind of like let go and just kind of take a look at you and just go, I didn't know if you were alive. Oh.
I mean, I'm sort of alive.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're as alive as you can be. Well, it's good to see you back. From what the boss said, you lost your memories?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll run you down then. You worked here for 20 years, and then around 20, 25, somewhere around there. It's been a while. It's really been a while. And then around 40 years ago, you up and ran away.
Why would I run away?
During one of the nights when we were just kind of, lodging after work and all that, and everybody's getting ready to go to bed, we heard a knocking, more of, I was going to head into your room to say goodnight, and something had broken through your window. A vampire had broken through your window, to be more specific. Yeah. You were ambushed at night, which is what you are now. That's why you're she would kind of just, like, take a look to make sure, like, nobody's listening, obviously. And she would just go,
Maybe
that's
we
why
should
you're a
go
vampire.
into one of the rooms.
Let's do that. We're still in the workers area, so I doubt anybody would care, but just better safe than sorry.
I still don't remember a lot, but I remember you.
You know what? I'll take that. So she'd lead you to just essentially like she would probably just take you honestly to like one of the like main rooms where people just kind of hang out at. Probably just like a lounge room essentially for the workers.
Yeah.
And she would just kind of you guys could just like take a seat at like a couch or whatever. And she would just kind of pick the conversation back up. She would just kind of go, either way, yeah, you were attacked at night by a vampire. That's why you are what you are now. The only reason why you weren't turned into a spawn, from my understanding, is because it didn't get to fully infect you, I guess? Or didn't get to fully kill you? I'm not exactly the best when it comes to monsters and all that. But that's the main gist of it. I was able to intervene midway, so essentially the infection didn't get to fully go through.
I apologize for interrupting, miss.
Mhm.
But out of pure curiosity, did this vampire in particular had any magic going on about them? Maybe something purplish?
Oh, that's hard to say.
It's perfectly fine if you can't remember. I'm just trying something.
No, it's fair. That's. I'll be completely honest, it's a little hard for me to remember, because it has been 40 years since then.
Mhm.
And if
The
I'm going to be
reason
quite.
he's asking is the person who left us in the woods had purple eyes.
Oh. That's not a common trait, that's for sure.
Yes, she is correct.
I don't remember the vampire having purple eyes, but I can also be honest that I wouldn't mark it off the table. Everything moved relatively fast, and it probably happened within 10 seconds, everything that happened. Because I threw... I may have thrown one of the candles at its head to get its attention, and I don't know how to fight. Things got messy. It started trying to kill me, and Tahira came rushing off and started attacking it from behind. Things got really messy. You got scratched up a few times. I'm pretty sure I got a good bruise or two within all that scuffle. And then one of the bouncers came in with his sword, and they started fighting, and it wasn't long before it tried rushing to the window, and he cut its head off.
Oh.
But I don't know if vampires could come back. I don't, again, I'm not a monster expert, so I can't say.
Gold is going to look at their wayward monster hunter.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Kondo would kind of just, like, stand there for a second, just go, from what I know, that's not something normally a vampire can do. Unless the only way a vampire would know how to do that is if they were already heavily built into magic. But even then, that's some level of dark arts that normally vampires don't have access to. If what we're dealing with is a vampire with that form of magic, we're in for a tough time.
I see.
I'm really hoping not.
Tahira just leans against Yenny in this manner of, please don't leave my side. I don't want to be going about this without what was my best friend.
That's fair. She would kind of just like look to you and just go, I stay here as long as you want. I don't want you getting yourself hurt, and I'm imagining you want your memories back, and you probably want to understand what happened. And if you want to stay here for as long as you can, I'm happy to have you back. After that incident, you ran away. Because you were afraid that you would hurt us. You had left us a note saying that.
I'm
That
sorry,
sounds
but
like-
I'm going to have to disagree. Miss Nahira, I recommend you stick with us for the time being. Because for all we know, this figure that seemed to be targeting the three of us could come back any day. The more we know about it, the more we can deal with it as soon as possible. As far as I'm concerned, if we leave you alone here, you're not safe. Especially without us.
Tahira would momentarily look fucking furious at the thought of having to leave behind Yenny.
Dell would also put in a sort of reason. If we can go out and handle the person, that means they can't come here and hurt your friends. And
that
then
means
you can come back.
you could stay as long as you wanted.
Can we at least stay here a day so that I can count them?
Absolutely.
Oh, of course.
This is the most
Yeah.
like absolutely.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
the like. Dom's like, I'm not saying we can't stay here a day or two to let you two. He looks at the two of them like, don't. I spent 6 days talking to my friends.
Yeah, yeah. If it helps you any, Isgard would kind of like. I want to mention he has a very specific chair that he sits in the lounge in, and is most likely probably his chair, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
how sometimes like people is like when you go into a living room enough and like you live with people long enough, you kind of realize like some chairs are that person's chair. Like that is their spot.
You
You
don't
can-
sit there.
Yeah, he's got this like old velvet red, like kind of torn up chair that he kind of sits in, because he's an older tiefling, he's an older man, and he probably hasn't bothered getting new sofa.
Fair the fuck
he-
enough.
Yeah, he would just kind of look to the two of you, to like the group of you, and just go, "Well, don't worry about lodging. You can stay, the whole group of you. You can stay in my tavern as long as you need to get things sorted. A friend of my old friend is a friend of mine. And should you need help from an old man, I haven't fought in a while, but I could give it a shot. I'd rather see Tahira and people that are friends with her come out alive. But that's up to you. I don't want to
Don't-
burden you."
Dolb is going to say almost immediately. It's going to be that small pause, like letting him finish it. It's like, Dolb, I would prefer a friend of Tahira remain unhurt.
He'd give you a solemn nod.
It's that like person like, no, I'm not dragging you in. I don't want to drag. And he would look at Kondo, and he'll go, I'll be completely honest with you. I needed to know. I wanted to know more, and if you don't want to help us fight, but I know you.
I was already born to fight. Don't even try talking me out of it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't bother. It's like, he's like, I know you are quite literally a mercenary, and you've been doing this for most of your life, same as I have. I'm not talking you out of this. It's almost like you're here because I don't have a choice. I'm not dragging someone who hasn't fought in a while in a fight we don't understand.
Yeah.
Tahira would just look at Isgard and go, "Who would run the tavern then? If
Yeah.
you were to come with us to fight, no one would run this place. I mean, you're the
Ugh.
one who built this from bits of your old shed."
That's true. That's true. But times moved on. And you might, well, actually, you didn't get to meet her, but it wasn't maybe, it was around maybe 5 years after your disappearance, that I got to meet a beautiful wife of my own. So,
You what?
Yeah.
35 years late, fair enough.
I would have loved, I would have loved to have you there at the wedding, but didn't know what had happened to you, and I'm going to be honest, I was just assuming that maybe you chose to move on with your life, which would have been completely fair. But it's good to see you back. But
I
if
didn't
you're not
wanna
going to
hurt
have me
the
come with
people
you,
that I loved most.
well, that's touching to hear, and I'm glad I could be seen that way. And I can say the same to you. You and Yenny have been seen as family to me for a very long time. Well, I tell you what, once you come back, it's not an if, it's when you come back, you can be my
Yeah.
wife then, how about that? Right now she's on some errands. Picking up some more supplies for the tavern.
I will need to find the source of blood, unfortunately.
Ah, well,
Because the problem with me is I still have to drink blood, but animal blood doesn't work. As you
right. Well,
my type of vampirism, I have to drink more than normal vampires.
I could get you hold of a certain friend of mine. Nothing shady, nothing shady. It's just that he practices necromancy, or not necromancy, sorry. Not really, I was more of a martial myself. He does use hemomancy, which is blood magic. So he might be able to work something out for you.
That'd be nice.
Give me a day or two, let me figure out some contacts, and I could probably get him to come on over.
We'll need to find some blood in the meantime.
Going
Don't
back a
have
bit.
any.
I'm more than aware that I'm known as the blind barbarian around this place, around this island.
Yes.
But I just want to make it clear right now. I swore that I would help protect these two on our journey to figure out what happened. And that goes for their friends as well. So if anything happens, you can count on my great axe. I promise you.
I appreciate it. I know your reputation has been kind of squandered to some degree because of 2 or 3 faulty choices within Rage, but you have also done good things within your time. So,
So,
If I've heard of one of the things I've done with my rage, as much as I want to ask, I'm not sure if I want to know what the other one was.
I understand. If anything, use this time to rebuild yourself into someone better. That's the best thing you can do.
Understood.
so just kind of as you double like either with misfortune or fortune, we ran into a sibling of one of those people who informed, quite bluntly, of everything.
Ah.
It was an awakening for everyone, but
Yes. That is rather unfortunate. I'm guessing you ran into one of the people connected to one of your rage incidents.
yes, a sibling of a brother of a girl.
Yeah, that's not a fun topic.
Well, we had to fight him, and then we realized, wait, no, we don't have to kill you. I think more of my morality came out there, and I ensured we spared him. And then he unleashed all of his words on us, and we suddenly came to an understanding of who some of us are.
Well,
Yeah,
That's what led us to coming here.
Indeed.
I'm not going to use my lack of my memories to justify whatever I did in the past. But whatever I did, I'm going to try. Clearly, I did something wrong, and that was probably how I ended up waking up in the middle of the woods. So, all I can really hope for at this point is to try and at least do it right this time.
well,
Maybe it would be good to know what you did so that you know what to avoid.
All we can do is improve at this point.
that's true. Best you can do.
I still don't understand why I was in the woods.
For
Dove just turns with like a huh? Fuck you say?
for safety reasons, since I'm not at least going to be coming with you, might as well take these at least. And he would kind of like reach behind his chair as he'd grab something that he had kind of tucked away for the side just in case, as he hands each one of you a greater health potion.
Ooh,
Oh.
hell yeah!
Wondering where you put those.
Yep. And I got something else. Let's see. Where is it? And he just goes, all right. And he chucks well, he doesn't chuck it, but he picks up his chair and moves it to the side. And he'd open up a floorboard underneath.
Oh, shiny.
And he just kind of go, you might need this. And he'd reach in. And he's got some weaponry. He just go, you see, back in my day, I used to mess around a lot with weaponry. Let's see here. And you kind of just like start like searching through like a bunch of stuff. You don't know how much weaponry he has down there, considering you're hearing clunking and clittering. of just different metals clashing together.
Tahira just peers into the hole.
Yeah, so you peer into the hole. There is like a pile of weapons. Like long swords, short swords, great axes, hand axes, like the whole charade.
So that's where you stored all of this.
Yeah. Hey, before I did farming, I was an adventurer. So I've had my own fair share. And sometimes adventurers get a little touchy in here, and if a bouncer can't deal with them, then I deal with them. Unlike the bouncer, I don't spare them.
You never did.
Well, if they're causing problems, they obviously didn't deserve it. And he would,
Valid point.
Yeah.
You did always make sure we were well cared for.
Yep. As he pulls out 3 specific weapons. And the first one, he would kind of like look over to Stroke and just kind of go, I think you might be able to use this one, fellow.
I'm listening.
And he'd like put on the basically just put on the floor and slide it over to you, as it is a great axe. It is a berserker great axe.
Ooh. There would be like Strig would just kind of smile as he'll go to pick it up. And he'll just say, "Appreciate it."
I'll break this one.
Damn.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of go. I'll try not to. Just don't, as long as you don't get lost again.
Damn.
I'm not the one wielding a weapon from a man who could kill you in 2 seconds.
It's fine if it breaks. Don't worry about it.
He's already broken his.
I mean, to be fair, the handle's only metal.
Wait.
I want to put emphasis, it's only metal. I'll let that sink in for you.
Don't just sit there. Right, man.
The hero would just. Right. You break things all the time.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think I'm more than willing to use broken down wood for my tavern?
What? And it was just what we had on hand.
That too. Right. Tahira, you can take this. This might work for you well. Fun fact, you can find this weapon also on the Sanity campaign. I don't know if Acrid's actually made it, but kaboom stick.
Yay!
You got wrong spot. Sorry, wrong spot. Wrong NPC visual. I put in the Sanity campaign visual. Here we go.
You're never getting it back. I can make it.
Hell yeah. He would just look over to Dobe and just go, right. And you,
Also,
is it?
he'd take anything that he can wield in one hand. He's proficient in a lot of things.
Yep. And technically, with his strength, he could wield something like a longsword in one hand, and he could probably still be fine. Which is what he's kind of looking at getting you, is probably a longsword. As he kind of like looks through like a bunch of his stuff, you can again just hear kind of like more rifling. As like he
just throws up a flail. Like, yeah, that's the best I got.
The hero would also mention the very disheveled looking shield.
Oh.
Yeah, that shield looks so annoyed because it hasn't been fixed.
I would have tried, and I can't fix it properly.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have a very angry shield.
You just go.
Probably
right.
find a.
I like shields and wielding something in my main hand.
All right.
We should probably find a blacksmith.
We can deal with that pretty easily. Leave it here. I've done some blacksmithing. I can do it on my free time, and I can fix it for you.
Hey, look at the shield. You'll get fixed. Stop yelling at me.
Do you see it
guys.
smile?
Don't yell at the shield.
I was speaking calmly.
Guys, Side note, I was reading the Berserker Great Axe after adding to my inventory. This is a cursed weapon.
Don't worry about it. And then
I don't want to use it.
why?
I'm gonna be honest, I get the exact same stats as my Great Axe +1. There's really not a lot of benefits to
It
this.
gives
I
you
mean,
more
it is a
health.
+2, and yeah, you get more HP.
It's not a lot though, it's just by 7.
That's a lot on the level
You're
we're
a
at.
barbarian. You should be happy with 7.
That's also
It-
technically
yeah.
14 for you.
It's up to you, though.
Oh,
You can
fair.
choose to use it or choose not to. I'm gonna be honest, I normally just don't use most of those most weapons where they're like, oh, it's cursed. No, I don't run them like that. I literally only make a weapon cursed if I say it's fucking cursed.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
the same way I run it.
yeah, it's not cursed.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, I read, alright, you must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or go berserk, and use your action each round to attack the creature nearest to you. And I'm like, okay, we don't need a recap of what happened with that Tarfu and the bandits back there.
fair.
Or Nuragai, I mean.
Yeah. But yeah, he would look to you and just kind of go, well, I can fix your shield. You can take this. And he'd hand Dobe a flame tongue longsword.
Oh,
Yeah. So you have some new equipment, and he would just kind of go, that's all I can really offer for now, but use it well.
You've done more than plenty. We still have a few more errands to run, a few more leads on our missing memories, so we'll be back later, unless you have anything else you wish to do, Miss Tahira.
Tahira just sits back down next to Yenny, just like, I'm not moving from her side. I'm catching up with her.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, that's fair. So the two of you
Alright,
guys
well
can
then.
keep going, and Tahiro would just stay behind for a bit.
Well then,
I'm-
Dobe, Miss Kondo, shall we be on our way?
We may.
Let's go.
Alright.
Time to go and prevent a paladin from kicking down the door again.
Yeah.
Did
So
Is the paladin supposed to show up today?
I will roll to see if she's supposed to show up today. The other question is whether or not you guys miss her. I know my objective. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys will start making your way over to the Church of Near.
Waddle.
Waddle. Yeah.
Pit pat.
Pit pat. As you guys start making your way over to the over to the Church of Near, you can just see how fucking big this building is. Normally churches for different gods will have like something specific about them that kind of like makes them stand out a bit more than others. The one with this one is like, it's massive. People who follow Near like to make their churches pretty just big, and they use
Identifiable?
yeah. Near is one of the like more likely to be followed gods in the world, simply just because he's literally just a god of good things. Like he's literally just don't be an asshole. You're an asshole? Alright, die. Like that is like he is the typical stereotypical like paladin's god. Like he is that guy.
Fuck yeah, I like this man.
Yeah. He's also but yeah, the church is like the majority of it is white. The like pane windows that they have, because like the whole stained paned windows that they have for churches a lot of times, it's just like a lot of it's like different shades of yellows and whites and reds essentially that they use for the designs. So they seem to have like a main just like white, yellow, red type of like color scheme that they seem to keep for this place. But yeah, you guys can head through the doors as you start making your way into the Church of Near.
Your kaboom stick exists now.
Yippee.
Yes, I really just went mace. Kaboom stick.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so as you walk in, one of the people would immediately greet you because there's normally a greeter at the door of these things. And history check, buddy. All right. And they'll roll me a history check as well. They also get advantage because it's the Church of Near.
They're literally looking for my ass.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like one of our followers has gone missing. Fine.
Fine. Yeah, no, honestly.
Dirty 18.
Dirty 18. Okay, cool. So, you recognize this person straight away. I'm going to send the image, by the way.
Fuck yeah, I gotta meet
in-
a friend of mine.
As you see this white dragonborn lady that you can see over here, as you see her just kind of like look over at you. It's like a white dragonborn, white scales, a white robe, and a little bit of blue like mixed onto it, and then like a bunch of just like iron armor on the shoulder pads and like forearm area. So most likely a cleric is your guess. But you see her
That
just
makes
kinda,
sense.
you see her just kind of go, "Welcome to the Church of." Where have you been? People have been looking for you, Dobe.
I don't know where I've been.
Oh, okay. Alright. And you see her just like start making her way over to like this like little like string, this rope, and you see her yank down on this. I want to mention, despite her being a pretty slender dragonborn, she yanks that thing with some pretty good strength as she sets off the church bells.
Oh no.
As you can hear the dong, dong. Oh,
Welcome to the Church of Near.
yeah.
It's just Joe looks at String like, welcome to the Church of Near.
She would just go,
She could just kind of shrug and just go, well, this is an impressive organization.
eh? And she would just go, I can't believe you haven't shown your face here. You've missed over 3 sermons now at this point. You know that, right?
I can explain.
Yeah,
I have a good explanation.
Where have you been?
quickly walk forward, and he'll just say, excuse me,
Mhm. Who are you?
I'm
Answer honestly.
You can, and like, she has these, like, I want to mention, she has these bright blue eyes that are like, it feels like she's piercing through your soul right now.
Spring's like whole like formal routine just gets kind of thrown off. He's like,
Speak up!
miss,
Come on!
miss, person.
Can I remember her name?
Roll to see if you remember her name.
Well, you see, me and Dilb here. Well, you.
Dirty 17.
What I'm trying to say is we lost all memories. We lost all memories. That's why he missed 3 sessions.
You lost your memories. Okay. Well, you know, we had 2 other people come in last week that claimed the same shit. And you know what? Comes out they didn't. They lied.
I can't speak for those other 2, but I assure you we're speaking truthfully.
Past zone of truth.
Yeah, no, she's about to do that. By the way, you would remember her name, by the way, Dobe. As you can remember her name being, and I'm going to put it in the chat here so you know how to spell it. Shukan Urdish.
Fuck you. You got me as a player. Fuck you.
Shukan's pretty easy, so.
Shukan, he's like, Shukan, I cast Zone of Truth and you'll know I'm telling the truth.
She would, and she'd just go, now state it. Go.
I lost my memories and woke up in the woods 3 weeks ago with my companion here and one other that's back at the Grill Tavern.
Understood. That's good to know. Okay, what the fuck happened?
Dude, purple magic.
Purple magic. Okay, you don't remember anything else.
He had and I don't have access to my fucking Mythweavers because it logged me out and I don't remember the shit, so I'm just gonna have to remember this as a person. Here we go.
Read everything from the myth.
I couldn't access it. Like, the sheet was not accessible. I can't log in.
Oh, that's actually really weird.
No. Like, it signed me out and said, no, bye.
What the
Anyways.
fuck? I've never had that
thanks,
problem
Myth
before.
Weavers. Thank you,
Myth
Myth
Weavers.
Weavers.
What happened?
It hates me. That's what it does. It just fucking hates me.
I will mention I've helped like a few people use Mythweavers before. You're the first I've had like actually have a problem with that. That's crazy.
it's like break, signs my ass out and doesn't let me back in.
Mythweavers just doesn't like you apparently.
Alright, we've learned. Anyways,
Yeah.
Del was just go, he was like, he has a, he's about 6 feet tall, he has a kimono, purple swirling magic that kind of crackles a bit, and glowing purple eyes.
Glowing purple eyes. Right. Okay, I'll get it. Hey, where are you at? And you just see this other lady just barge down the front door.
Oh, shit.
As you see the paladin enter. Which is this woman that is like, it probably looks like she's probably half elf. Except normally half elves are like half elf, half human. Except it's a half elf, half dragonborn. And she has black scales, meaning she is a necrotic. Or actually, no, she's an acidic dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she still has the wings and the tail, and she has the horns, but the rest is basically elf-like body. Kind of slightly curvy, but mainly pretty muscular. I'll say this, more muscular than in the actual image, but also the elf bit is not going to really show her being bulky, just because genetics and all that. But yeah, it's that bit. She's essentially just wearing just black shorts that really can't be seen that well over her, like, oversized white jumper that she seems to be wearing, with her, with the Cross of Nier necklace going over her chest, essentially. And she has that sigil, the Cross of Nier, also engraved onto both sleeves. She has thigh-high socks that are black and dark brown boots that have heels. She ran in heels. Fear her. God,
it will be approaching.
She is a bit more tanned than what she is in the image. Not like much more than that, but she's a little bit more tan than that. Yellow eyes and like light brown hair that is like cut down pretty short. Probably because if she lets it get too long, it might get in the way of her dragon's breath. So, and you can mention one thing to mention is that she has these like black gloves that are like this, that has this like these like very intricate bronze design kind of going across it, and she has a sword that is completely black, and the handle and the cover for the blade are like once again engraved with this like bronze design. As she looks around and she just goes, "Where is oh, there you are."
I feel like Streak would just take a step back and he'll just kind of look at Dope like,
step forward, this is my problem. I will deal with this.
She like she like brings her right foot forward, slamming her foot on the ground. And you can feel like a little bit of the ground kind of like shake a little bit for you, Dobe, when she does that. And she brings her sword up and just goes, "Are you the one that took Dobe? Is this what happened? I'll kill you!" No. Calm down. I'll kill you! No, calm.
Streak, the barbarian is afraid right now.
Listen.
He has his hands up in the air. He is shaking his head no as fast as humanly possible.
I want to mention this.
Okay.
It's fair for a paladin, for a barbarian to be afraid of a paladin because of all their smites. They don't give a fuck about your slashing resistance.
Yeah. You see Shuka just like cast something, probably calm emotions. And she just kind of brings the sword down and just goes, "Right. Okay, what's the situation?" Hi, Dope.
Hi. Can I roll a history check? I need to remember her name.
Yes, you may.
Can I have advantage? Because fear.
You may.
Fear is the best motivator.
Nat 20.
Okay, you remembered on the spot the second she started yelling her name. That That is Lilmer Gripora. the like probably what is known to be the most aggressive paladin of the Church of Nier on Kowag Island.
Nah. Couldn't guess.
Yeah, like you can remember, like for like an example that Nat 20, just to give you something extra with this, you can remember where like a kid went missing one time. Like it had been like 2 days of the kid going missing, and I kid you not, there was reports that she was busting down doors to every fucking home in the island, and like no warrant, searching it till everything was flipped over, and then going to the next house over. She waits for nobody.
Yeah, Tavern Dog was like, us. Oh, alright.
Where were you? So, speak up. Who's your friend? State your business.
This, okay, I got this. Phil just goes, it's a stroke. No, I am. Listen, we woke up in the middle of the woods about 3 weeks ago. Trust me, I would have been here if I could. She already cast Zone of Truth. Shukan already cast Zone of Truth and discovered we were telling the truth. We woke up in the middle of the woods and we ran into a tribe. They told us that there was a dude with purple eyes, about 6 feet tall, kind of sparking purple magic coming off of him, had a weird kimono that had like a turtleneck.
Okay, gotcha. Understood. What town? What forest of the area did you end up here? Where did you show up? Did you just get to the capital? Have you been to another town? What part of the forest?
Alright, I got you. He was like, we woke up in about the middle of the forest, like just on the other side of the tribe line.
Tribe line. Okay, gotcha. Understood. What town?
Pinefell.
Pinefell. Understood. Okay, Pineville. I told you, Shukan. We should have gone there. You said no. Why would they be in the forest? Don't you backsass me. This will not end well for you.
I am so glad I'm from this church. The lawful good dealing with this bullshit on a weekly basis.
Should we just go?
Like I said earlier, Streak's whole like formal routine, how he like carries himself very properly, just vanishes.
Yeah,
it's gone.
I mean, you're dealing with psychopaths of good. Like, they will kill a man.
Yeah. you see her just go, okay, so have you killed him yet?
No.
Why?
Because we don't know where he is.
Why?
Discovering memories.
Okay, fine, I'll go look. And then you see her kick the door down again. Then fly out.
You want to help us?
You see her do a U-turn and come swan diving directly at you.
Can I make a dex save?
Dex save.
Because I need to move.
Okay.
Nat 5.
All right. So,
what's my plot?
So
I have
High enough.
a dirty 12, and if it helps, I have evasion.
Okay. So you see her come swooping like face down directly at you, and like a second before impact, she swings her body like adjusting herself for a flip essentially, and then just slams her feet into the ground. And just like basically hovering over you. She is maybe an inch away from you.
How tall is she?
She's, because of like the half elf but dragonborn genetics, she's met a weird middle ground. Because dragonborns normally get around 6'5" on average in my world, whereas elves tend to get around like 5'7". So she's around this like 6'2" area.
Great, so she's double my height. I'm like, God,
Yeah.
I'm not at a good level dealing with this
We're
woman.
going to die.
Yeah, you're also just not at a good angle either, but she doesn't give a fuck. She was
God, this is terrible.
Yeah, she just looks directly down at you, picks you up, by her, like, right and like by the shoulders, essentially. And she just go, I will help you. I'll see you tomorrow. And she puts you down and then flies off.
Well,
They'll just
Strickle
stand there and
quickly,
blinks.
wait, Strickle will quickly yell out, the Grill Tavern! That's what we're staying at!
You just see her turn around mid-flight and just like point her sword to the sky and then resheath it and fly away.
What?
This is
the
completely
hell?
normal. Dope just goes, this is completely normal.
Strickle just kind
I'm
of quickly
so
snapped his
glad
head
to hear
toward
it does
you,
not
and
have
he'll
to
just
deal with
say,
that.
it is?
Uh-huh.
Shugo would just go, I'm sorry. Normally, I'm at least more composed. However, seeing someone show up after missing for 3 weeks is a bit startling. Lil Mer's always like that, though. Always. She doesn't change.
You'll fine.
Well,
It's fine.
I'm glad to be back.
It's good to see you back, Dope.
You do tell what she can just tell you, like, I don't like being picked up. I
Yeah.
also really did not like the angle I was standing at dealing with her.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Dope's just sitting there like, God, why? Why'd I have to be a grung? Why'd I have to be short?
Yeah, yeah.
I am at ass level. God damn it.
Yeah, no, it's a really, really unfortunate the scenario, though, which I didn't think about until after you had pointed it out.
Yeah, because the way you were describing it, I'm like, wait, where am I height-wise? No, wait, this could be really awkward for Dobe.
Yeah.
That was right. He's
Yeah.
lawful good, so that even more fucks with him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. It's definitely one of those things where Shukan just kind of like looks to you guys and just go, well, you already said who you were. Since you lost your memories, I don't know if you know, you used to work at the Gold Coin. You could probably head there, maybe get some information over there. You never really came to the church. You were always more of a Koskin follower.
Wait,
Oh.
Streak?
Mm-hmm.
Dobe just goes,
Oskin?
oh.
Yes.
It's Fulton token.
You followed, she like does air quotes, Koskin, but from what I understand, even then, you didn't really quite go to the churches or actually have a proper faith in him, but more so you saw him as like the one god you actually cared about. At least that's the implication I got.
Can I make
I
a
attended
religion check
regularly.
and just re-remember Koskin really fast?
Sure.
I'll mention Dobe stands are like, I attended church regularly.
Yes.
And in the back of anyone's mind, you'd be like, out of fear.
Yeah.
3014, by the way.
Dirty 14. I say that's enough. Because Koskin's one of the arch gods, so he's easier to remember than some like the more like arbitrary gods, like the god of chaos. So he is the god of death.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't quite follow him. It's just more of like you, from what she said, like you seem to like share similar interests to what he does, but you didn't seem to actually go up your way to be like a follower, if that makes sense.
From what I'm gauging, Dobe was a full follower of Nier.
Yes.
Strick will just kind of look a little surprised, and he'll just say, "Oh, the god of death. I'm not sure what to quite make of that right now, but okay. Well, thank you for telling me that."
You're welcome. If you ever wish to convert and actually, not live a life full of dreariness and death, we'd be happy to have you. It sounds
I
rather
recommend
morbid.
it.
He'll just kind of look at her in disbelief, and he'll just say, I don't think it's wise for me to make any commitments for the lack of my memories.
Oh,
so
yeah, no,
I'll
don't
have
do
to
it while
pass."
you're still trying to get your memories back. I'm just saying later on. I'm not going to try
Well,
and
just
gaslight someone into
remember.
following a god. That's just unheard of.
Oh,
Dobe would
okay.
just sit there and go, is God good morals? That's where I got mine.
Yes,
Might keep you from randomly harming people.
that is true. We hold our alignments very high up here.
Yeah.
We should just go. Well, either way, I'll go inform everyone of the following on the island. That you're not missing anymore. And it's good to have you back. If you need any help with anything, let us know.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to deal with Wilmer, so...
Lilmo would probably be more than enough.
You said slow blink of what have I done?
Oh, man.
I want to mention, then you would just see a moment of Dome just face palming like, fuck.
Yeah.
As Tobe just goes, and our companion is easily startled. Oh no.
Yeah.
We are going to traumatize to hear.
I 100% can see Dome just sitting there like, what have I done? Wait, fuck, what have I done? Oh no. Then again, I'm gonna be honest, from what I gauged, Lilmar was gonna be doing something anyways. At least now she won't get herself killed.
Yeah, she was gonna make moves whether if y'all are there or not.
Now, so don't. At least now we'll know she'll have help for once ever.
Yeah.
Don't says me for once ever.
I'm assuming sorry, let me start that again. I'm assuming you're done here, Acrid, or
Gold is, I'm gonna be honest, he wasn't expecting that violent of a reunion, but he got it. He's like, well, oof. He's the most like it's still dealing with the Lilmar picking him up is fucking with him.
That's fair. That's fair.
He goes, well, I will be back after. I want to help my companion Shiro get his memories back as well, so we can go check his place, and then I'll be back to continue dealing with here.
Understood.
I need to catch up a lot. Oh boy.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Oh boy. I missed 3 sermon. Oh god. I'm going to pay for that dearly.
Don't worry, the pastor went out of his way to record multiple of them for you.
Yay.
Oh, no.
I get to read.
Yep. She kind of gives you just like that, like thumbs up of like the, yeah, sorry about him.
I want to mention, Dolb just sits there like, I've always been known for my ability to read and my intelligence.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh,
He just-
man.
He just goes, well, tell him I said thanks. Oh,
I
boy.
will do.
Alright, Strick, let's go.
as the group is like walking outside, Strick is just kind of go, I only care about the god. Did I just have a really unhappy childhood or something?
Likely.
I'm starting to see it.
Don't.
Strick is just saying,
Like, from what we heard about your noble, he seemed to hire people who were down on their luck, and considering he hired me because I was just a random mercenary, so I had a stable living. Yeah, no, he may have just picked you up off the street. That's entirely possible.
At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if I have dead parents.
Motherfucker's Batman.
That's
Anyway.
a fucking murderous No, actually, no. He's like comparable to normal Batman because Batman like lobotomizes people.
Yeah, can we mention, like, just a little side note, he's like, I don't kill anyone, it's my code. Man kicks someone in the head that could literally kill someone.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he does
Kicks
attack
them in the
that.
chest and breaks their ribs.
Yeah!
He turns people into vegetables.
It reminds me of this
Ugh.
part from Injustice 2 story mode, where Batman destroys someone, and then Robin nearby just says, okay, so no killing, but you're fine with traumatic head injuries.
Yeah, honestly, like, they never touch into it on, like, the shows or movies, but, like, if we're being honest, man, the LEPD has so much shit, they've got to clean up after him. No wonder they want him arrested. Because he is literally injuring every fucking person he captures. Like, major injuries. And I wouldn't be surprised if some people actually died. Like the metal batarang to the back of the head. Ow!
Those are also sharp because those stick into concrete.
Yeah!
Like those actively stick into concrete, so they're being thrown with enough force and they're sharp enough to cut into stone.
And also what Anya was saying too. Gus, fuck. Also like the metal, like he has just like the metal staff that he has that he can extend out. Like, it's metal! Again! It's metal!
Just... God, like... Just the fucking, like...
Including in the Dark Knight series, where he literally has spikes that come out from his arm.
Right!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude.
I remember
There's
part
also,
of Batman Arkham Knight where he literally interrogates the guy by, like, threatening to run him over the Batmobile by putting his head to the wheel.
God!
There's also, like, someone actively, like, did an attack. Like, they, like, fought some grunts in, like, one of the games. They were like, alright, I'm just gonna sit here and see if this person twitches once.
Yeah.
So they waited for, like, a real-life hour. This person was like... No, nobody showed up. It was on the street. It was like in the middle, like it was like one of the open area or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But just like dead on the ground. Not a soul gave a fuck.
Oh,
Nothing.
man.
Like,
and don't even forget Telltale Batman, man. Telltale Batman, like that, if you went down the wrong path in that game, he very much just became an outright murderer. Like, just flat out. Like, he actually would go out of his way to just kill people, if I remember right. Like, he literally kills the Riddler. Like, in broad daylight. Anyways, getting back on track here, though.
So, I'm assuming we're heading to the Golden Token.
Yes.
One important thing I want to go ahead and mention right now is that when they get closer, Streak will take off his hood, his whole cloak and hood, and, just kind of put it away. No sense in hiding who he is at literally the place he worked at.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, so you can step into the Golden Tavern, or to the Golden Tavern, to the Golden Coin. And you can make your way on in.
Golden Token!
Golden Token. Dude, I'm having a moment. Tonight's a weird night. My brain's been like, whoa, today. Which I will mention, it's been fine all day. It was literally like an hour into this session. My brain was like, alright, and gone. Alright, cool.
Okay, so checking out.
Yeah. But we're making it work, it's fine, because I know how everything's supposed to go anyways.
yay.
Yeah. But honestly, it's one of those things where you walk in, it very much lives up to the expectation of the word golden in casino. Like those two bits that has been mentioned about it. You walk in, this place is, honestly, I should change the music in a second here, actually. Let me do that, because this is way more fitting. Hold on. When you start making your way on in, there is, like, the best way to put it, bouncers immediately to the left and the right. And then, there is just sensory overload. Because there are, like different colored lightings in different areas, probably used by, like, magical runes and some artificery kind of going on. You can hear slot machines going off. You can hear people, like, playing poker or doing all sorts of gambling types of things. Basically just throwing their life away. You can hear people just indulging themselves in alcohol and food. Mainly alcohol. People normally don't come here for the food. But mainly alcohol. You can start making your way here. You can also hear where there is probably like a DJ Bard just blasting music in this place.
That could kill people if he's not fucking careful.
Yep, he's being real careful. He's being real careful.
You know, though, maybe it was a good thing Miss Tahira stayed behind at that tavern. I can only imagine she would have hated it here.
Yeah.
You don't
Fuck.
look happy either.
That fucking my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, the
giant-
more Nitz is describing, the more I'm hating it.
Trick will hand you his cloak that he took off earlier, and he'll just say, "You can put this on. I'm trying to. I think it'll go over your eyes if that will help decrease some of the
Mainly
light."
because the reason why I'm saying that is because frogs have those wide slits on the side of their eyes, like for their eyes,
Yep.
because they're more prey people. So his eyes are taking in all of this light, and he's just like, I want to die. Like,
Yep. You'd see-
this
Fair.
hurts.
You see one of the bouncers just kind of like look over at Dobe and just kind of like raise an eyebrow and just go, and then kind of just like look back over at Stroke, just go, I thought you were right. Welcome back, I guess. Hey, Dope, you're missing your glasses. And he just kind of like hand you some sunglasses.
Oh.
Thanks. Wait a minute. Oh, thank you. No, that checks out. Dope's gonna put those on.
Yeah. You just go, your eyes were always sensitive, if I remember right.
Okay. Streak will just kind of look a little surprised, but he'll just kind of go, "Yes, we've returned. Now, who's in charge of the casino tonight?"
Tonight? That would be Sonya. She's
Got
been
it.
walking around. You'll probably run into her if you just stick around for a bit. It's, again, good to see you back, Stroke.
Got it. Yes, it's good to be back as well. I apologize. Me and my companion, we've had a bit of a long journey. Would you remind me what she looks like again? It's my brain isn't quite working today.
That's odd for you. You're normally well organized. Right. You know,
my
it's the
apologies.
tall, muscular woman. You know, she kind of walks around, black. Normally she's wearing like a black dress. Normally that's her uniform. You know, you know her normal.
Right. Understood. We'll be off then. Take care.
It's good seeing you.
And don't
Jiggle.
remember this fucker's name.
Streak will nod.
Yeah, roll me a history check.
Fuck, I got a dirty 9.
99. It might have been like Bob or something.
I'm not saying Dole would just Dole would just go. He would watch it. He goes, we had a memory issue come up, so that's why we disappeared.
Well, obviously I probably won't be the best help with that, but that'd be good for Sonya to know. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't bring it up. And just Dole takes off after Streak. It's the most like he watched and goes, the lawful good. All right, I'm saying this. Like, it's the most, like...
As Dolph catches up with Streak, Streak is gonna give you like an incredibly annoyed glance, and he'll just say, "For your information, we're dealing in weird territory right now. I thought maybe it'd be best to keep those who limit those about our situation as much as we possibly can."
Considering it seems these people know us quite well, it might be better if they know.
Let's just get looking now, shall we?
Yeah.
So basically, essentially, what you guys can do is you guys would just kind of like walk around in the casino for a bit, just kind of like shuffling through people, just kind of like just taking eyesight. Like, are they here? No, they're not over here. Maybe near here. No, not that. You can see where, like, again, it's the thing of, like, you're just kind of like shuffling through these people. You can find like nobles playing like poker for like money. You can look over and you see like a lady like serving drinks over to like some guy that is like just drunk as fuck. But like you can see where it's like if people get too drunk, you can see a few times where like they refuse to give someone too much alcohol, so they do actually care somewhat. As you can see like once or twice where they do actually get denied alcohol and those sorts of things. But yeah,
You get spicy water.
Actually, one more thing to Dolb. Streak will just kind of bring up while walking. He'll just say, "Look, I'll be honest with you, Dolb. Another reason why I'm also trying to keep the memory thing on the down low is that I'm a little suspicious if maybe the man we're looking for that caused all this is perhaps around here or not.
Then he might make a mistake.
I would hope so.
Also, he's gonna look at I'm guessing that Kondo is just here.
Oh yeah, no, Kondo's with you guys. She's
Yeah.
with you guys, yeah. She's
You,
kind of like, to like keep a low profile, she's kind of like keeping her distance from you guys so she doesn't like ruin it or cause any problems, but yeah.
Fair.
There. I was just like, it's that thing of like I hadn't heard her mentioned, and I want to make sure that like she's still here.
Yeah, she's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's making the kind of, it's that thing of like, right now she's kind of just more just kind of observing and just kind of watching. Same thing with like with the church thing of more like, she didn't go to the church herself. So more of like, she was just there as well, just kind of like watching the scenarios going down and making sure if you guys needed any help. But she couldn't really, she didn't really have much that she could really contribute to that, if that makes sense.
She watched the fucking paladin because it's like, well, there's the paladin.
Yep. There's Wilmer again.
Doing Lilmer things.
Yep.
Just...
But yeah, you guys can continue just kind of like walking around. And eventually, you would feel a grip on your shoulder from behind you, Stroke.
Not
A-
the headlock! Not the
ve-
headlock!
No. It is just a very firm grip on your right shoulder. It is almost like an iron grip.
I will definitely turn around.
As you see this lady, I'm sending it. Why no send? There we go. It's send now. As you can see,
Holy
this
shit.
muscle built
Fucking
flesh
A, yo.
tone. She has a very, very defined back and legs and just muscles in general, arms and everything.
Oh my
Um,
god.
She, despite being a human, is standing around 6'5".
Okay, I'm just gonna be the first one to say it. This is literally muscle mommy energy.
I can see it. She has like a black dress where like the back is kind of exposed, but like it covers the majority of the front. And then it just kind of like drapes down, and it doesn't really cover much. Like past the torso bit, when it comes down to like the hips and down, the dress doesn't really cover much of like the legs. Like it covers a bit of it, but it's not. It kind of like has that slit thing where it shows the sides of the legs and all that. So because of that, it doesn't really cover that well up in the front, but it covers the majority of her back. And she has these like black iron boots that she wears that are like thigh-high boots essentially, and these black gloves that seem to have like iron just built, like iron padding built onto random areas, like on the elbow bit and near the wrist area. Probably so she has to clock someone, it'll hurt like a motherfucker. Like dark black, like a black hair, not dark black, but just like black hair that is like, she has a lot of it cut up in the front, so she has like bangs that kind of like stop near the eyes, but the rest of it like in the back goes down to like down her neck, but not anything past her shoulders.
Gotcha.
As this is the lady you're looking at.
Gotcha. Does she
She's
say
wearing a
anything
halter
after
style
Streak
dress.
turns around?
She will. Also, what did you say, Anya? I'm sorry.
She's wearing a halter style dress.
Yes, that. I know about dresses because I had to sell stuff with clothing stores and all that, but I can never remember names for some reason. My brain just dies for some reason on names half the time, and yeah, I could not remember the name of it, so thank you. Yeah, so she would just kind of like look to you and just go, Stroke, where is he?
I'm sorry, what was that last thing you just said?
Where is he?
Sonia? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should find someone quiet to talk if you don't mind.
I have just the place. And she leads you into a room. Or leads you to a door, to be more specific. She'll open the
Gotcha.
door, and it leads to the back alley.
Okay, well this can only go well. As they kind of get out to the back alley, Streak will just kind of fold his arms and he'll just say, "Let me get right to the chase. I've lost my memory, and so has this drunk fellow named Dole, by the way, next to me.
I know of Dobe. Right. Well, the master's missing, and you two went missing at the same time. As you can imagine, I'm not too happy about that. While he's been gone, I and Florent have been taking care of the place. So he's been running all the financials, and I've been doing everything to keep this place safe.
I will be back.
I understand. Well, me and Dub, we woke up in the middle of the forest out of nowhere, with one other who's not with us at this moment. With pretty much the only thing that we remembered are our names. We've been slowly piecing it back together. I at least know who I am and, for the most part, and why I've been working here. And I also know, more importantly, that Master Blair is missing, and I have no clue where he could be.
Do you remember what happened before he went missing?
I do not.
He
I know
indulged himself in alcohol. We are holding an event. He went to go to bed early because he was drunk. You and Dobe were supposed to be watching after him, making sure nobody could get to his room. Next morning, I came in for work for my shift, and suddenly, the three of you are gone.
I see.
Nobody knows why. As you can imagine, you two have been a good suspect for quite some time.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Not in the wrong way. It's not that I don't trust you. I've worked here just as long as you have. It is the sheer fact of you were the closest to him at the time when it happened. But...
How many people expect us as the suspects?
Right now, a good half of the facility. And law enforcement have been trying to look into it as well. But they haven't gotten much progress. I'm going to be quite frank, I'd like to be able to hold out something of my heart. That you haven't been the ones to do it. So, the reason why I brought you to the back alley isn't to beat you to a pulp. Unlike what I normally do for people. Instead, I'm doing you a favor. 'Cause if the others saw you, and you're lucky the bouncers let you in, they would make sure you're down on the ground, beaten in a pulp and in a cell. So,
I see, I understand.
do me a favor. If you truly want to try and fix this mess and prove your innocence, and same goes for Dobe, come back with the master alive. In another week, if he hasn't shown up by then, I will have to start taking my own measures. And I'd rather not do that.
Fine. I understand your point.
Good.
Do you have at least any clues or leads to where Master Blair might have gone?
As of now, I have very, very little to work with here. The only things that we had was that he got drunk, 2 people were put on the station to look after him, which was you and Dobe, and then after that, there was almost nothing, almost no paper trail left behind, which is the concerning thing. The fact that it could be so clean doesn't make sense. My only guess, someone who might have more information is Florent. There is a possibility, but that's the information I have.
I understand. What was the event about anyways?
It was a charity event. At the time, he was running money for a charity. We were trying to raise around maybe, I think his goal was 100,000 rupees, something like that. Basically trying to just get it to create a bunch of homes for the homeless. That's what his plan was.
Well,
Hey, Acrid, really quick. They
Mhm.
think we're the responsible for Lachlan Blair's disappearance. If we don't get him back in a week, we're going to jail.
ah,
Yeah, just thought you should know. That's important.
yeah, no, I just got back.
Yeah, I figured.
Joel would just look like, well, no. They're just, we didn't. I couldn't do something like that, I'm going to be honest. But we've got Lilmar helping us, as well as the Temple of Nier is aware of these events occurring.
Hmm.
So we're going to be starting our dealings tomorrow. We just got here.
Well,
Feels like I should also ask. Is there anyone who, might be willing to help with our investigation?
you want my honest opinion? From here, you shouldn't trust anybody. I can't guarantee the bouncers here or the people that work here will be willing to work with you. And considering everybody here is suspect, I wouldn't trust anyone.
Striga's just gonna look at you, Dope, and he'll just say, and was partially why I wanted to make sure we don't bring our memories up with the wrong people.
Mention that then?
I somewhat did, but whatever.
I don't know.
Either way, I can't
Very
stay
well.
around here for too long. I have to keep an eye up on the patrons. One of them tries to run away after getting themselves in debt, I have to strangle them alive.
Hot. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Striga will just kind of sigh. He'll just kind of rub his ears and he'll just say, well, look, I'm still trying to fully unravel who I was in the past. All I'm gonna say is, I know my actions speak louder than words, so I'll see you soon, Miss Sonia.
I'll see you then, Strook. And yeah, you can start making your way out. I want to mention, it's starting to become night around this time. Like, it is probably like 7 or 8 p.m. at this point. It's starting to get dark.
Alright, back to the Temple of Nier.
Yeah.
While they're walking back to the tavern, I believe,
Temple.
or the temple,
Yeah.
just kind of say, I was hoping for a little bit more of a reunion compared to you and Miss Tahira, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, it's kind of that unlucky thing of like, you could tell that Sonya wanted to hopefully be friendly towards you guys, but it's the sheer fact of there's way too much evidence pointing at you guys right now for her to actually be able to greet you guys in a caring way. The best she could do is literally just get you out of the building, so at least you guys didn't get yourself beat into a pulp on site.
There. Striga's definitely gonna put that cloak and hood back on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mhm. Striga just kind of seems just a little, how should I put this? His mood is just very, just kind of pouty on their way back.
That's fair. That's
Doesn't
fair.
understand why he's just having to deal with these problems, but whatever. He has to make the best of it at this point.
Best you can do at that point, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can make your way back over to the Temple of Nier before you head back to the Grove Tavern eventually. What were you wanting to talk about with them?
Yeah, I gotta get the sermons.
Right, yeah. So yeah, she would hand you, it's not written down sermons luckily for you. It's like literal audio recorded. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
She just would hear the literal. Oh, thank God.
It's like, it's these little contraptions that the Church of Nier have gotten. Just like artificer wise, like they probably just hired artificers to make an obscene amount of these things. So it's these little boxes that have like a little button, and it just plays some sound out of it. So it can probably record like a few hours of stuff before like it runs out of space. So she gives you like 3 little boxes essentially to play.
I will listen to these now. Oh boy.
Yeah, sorry. I know most other churches in here won't do that. Our pastors just One of a kind.
Oh, I wouldn't want to miss any of it.
Of course.
I like, well, we'll deal with our memory problems tomorrow. For now, I'm gonna go rest. Yes,
Best of luck.
thank you. Yay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh man. Yeah, so you guys can meet back up with Tahira as you guys make your way into the Grill Tavern.
Yeah.
I don't know, Tahira, if would have been doing anything specific in the Grill Tavern besides just catching up with Yenny. It's that thing of like you guys would just probably just been talking about just like things that have happened since then. I would imagine.
The hero would be dancing with Yenny right now.
Yeah, that's fitting. That's fitting. Yeah, so y'all are just vibing. You're making money. You're vibing. Because the tavern closes around like 10. So like, yeah, you guys can just keep making some extra money if you want. You can roll me a performance check.
Dude.
Dirty 17.
30-17. All right, cool. Yeah, yeah, you'll make some money 100%. Let me roll something.
Woohoo.
Me. Yoink. 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 Alright, cool. So you'll get like a good extra 130 rupees. Like just like kinda like dancing on the spare time before y'all close up, essentially. But you get some extra money.
You said 113?
130.
Oh, 130. Okay.
Yep. It works out pretty well.
Dude, I don't think it'd be much of an insight for the barkeep. He looks, and Doe both looks very happy, very concerned, and like mildly just like, oh god.
I think for Streak, it's just very much a purest frustration on his face right now. And he'll just probably mention it dope and he'll just say, okay, well, it seems like fall we have to prioritize looking for Lachlan and Blair tomorrow. Otherwise, if the both of us get caught, there's not much we can do about our missing memories.
I'd like to see them try. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you're right. He just does that little like he puts his arms up to the side of his body like he's trying to act big, but it's really just that. No, you're absolutely right.
I would have hoped we would have had at least one ally from my past assisting us, but we should be able to
We
make do,
would have
you
grabbed
know,
Kondo.
hopefully.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, you do have Kondo. That is true. You do have Kondo helping you out. So you have someone from the Mercenary Guild. Passways helping out.
Yeah. Kondo and now the Temple of Near.
Yeah.
Yay.
Lilmer is making sure that she is there on time for you guys.
Oh, someone's going. Bitch is about to start dying. Like.
Yep. I'm gonna be honest though. I forgot to make her sheet, so I'm making it on the spot. But it's fine. We're vibing.
I just got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Streak will approach the bartender, the tiefling fellow again at some point, and he'll just say, hello again.
Hello. What you need?
I have a quick question for you. You mentioned Lachlan Blair would sometimes come in here to drink, I believe.
Yes.
I need to ask, do you know... How should I put this? Do you know how he would often leave or get back home safely?
Well, normally you and a random bouncer that they had signed at the current time. No, I know for the last year it was dope a lot. Normally he would have two people with him, basically just bringing him back to his home. Not directly to the casino. He didn't live in this casino, unlike a lot of tavern people, but normally you would just bring him back to his estate, from my remembrance, if that's correct. You did have, I know sometimes you guys would use a carriage, but since you don't live too far away from, you know, everything, normally you just walked.
Do you remember where that estate was? That might be a good start point.
Yes, it's a little bit further down. It's more in the middle of the city. So, the street that you're heading down, the same way you came to go to the golden token, go down straight down that way, for maybe a good 10-15 minutes, and just take a left at that point. Eventually, you'll be on the right road. I think the road's name is Ignan Road. I kid you not. I know it's pretty stupid since they named it after a language, but it's Kowalk for you.
Strick will turn to Dolb and he'll just say, "It's a risk after what we've been told. But if we wanted to look for clues, that's probably going to be our best spot for the time being."
Unfortunately.
Oh, I would let Mr. Hero know, but it's nice to see her happy after looking so down for quite a while now. I'll probably bring it up with her tomorrow. Or you could, I don't know.
I appreciate you doing that.
Just having fun. She vibing.
Yeah, no, we're not
Yeah.
bothering her right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, I'd prefer if you could at least let her have this night.
Oh, of course.
Yep, that was the plan.
Thank you. Oh, and, did you deal with the paladins? I did see Lilmer not come in today, luckily.
I spoke to her. She will be helping us.
He kind of looks you dead in the eye for like a good 2 seconds without saying anything and just goes, "Are you sure you want to do that?"
I've already offered.
Let rest your soul.
Hey, I want to mention, he would just clearly see Dome going, "Look, man, it's too late." Like, it is the most... Brother, I already fucked up. There ain't shit I can do now. There's...
You're just gonna do that look of like, "May Nier have mercy on your soul."
And he goes, "Thanks." Oh, he was. I was more concerned, genuinely, of her getting herself killed, because I know she was going to go do something on her own.
Ah, that sounds like her. She's a good person. She means well, but she does jump the gun pretty quick.
That's why I wanted to stop her.
Oh man.
Does that mean we're gonna have a fun couple days? Yes. Oh boy.
Strick will just kind of yawn, as it's probably getting late at that point, and he'll just say, it's a bit of an oddball question, but I've been wondering how should I put this? Do you know if I usually have someone I talk to on the regular, or fuck it, I'm trying to ask, do I have any friends around here?
Ah.
I understand.
That's a weird question for me, I'll be completely honest, because whenever I ever saw you, you were always at my bar, normally helping Lachlan. I don't think I ever saw you not at work, which is the thing. You could have had friends outside of work, but there's a good chance that if you had any friends, they were probably work-related.
Drake just kind of doesn't look surprised. He'll just kind of shrug, just say, "Worth a shot. We'll need all the help. We'll probably need all the help we can get, so I thought I'd at least try to look into any more leads."
Oh no, it's completely fair. The one friend that I could have vouched for that you had before, they're no longer, with the living, so.
Hang on, hang on.
Yeah. I thought maybe you might have at least remembered that. Apologies. When you were trying to... Remember how I said that he's a good acquaintance of mine?
Yes?
I knew him before he was a noble. And when he became a noble, he was looking for bouncers because he needed people to protect him and the things he was selling, aka his casino. When he ran, you used to be a homeless person near my tavern. You would hang out near my tavern. You and some buddy of yours. Some type of, I think I was a human as well. But, he wasn't at the best of health, and you would take care of him. He, if I remember correctly, I think his legs didn't work or something like that. He was immobile, essentially. You did what you could for him, but, just natural causes essentially led to his eventual death. That's the only friend that I remember you having.
I see. It's history check?
Yeah, sure, roll me a history check.
Yeah, I feel like I should. Alright, 1 minute. That's not very high. That's a dirty 11.
Dirty 11. So the thing is, you're not gonna gain any extra information, but this definitely like clicks. Like him saying that, you can at least like picture in your head, like vaguely at least, like a shadow of a person that you used to actually hang around, take care of, and like help out and that sort of thing. So all this stuff checks out. This information does come off as correct at the very least. You do remember this information. But you don't seem to be getting anything extra from it, if that makes sense.
Strick would just kind of look saddened by this, especially as he kind of plays it back in his mind. Now that's like clicking with him, he'll just say, just one more question, out of pure curiosity. After the death of my dear friend, did I become angrier after that?
It felt like you became a bit more cold. But I don't know if I should take every word, or if you should take every word from me to heart, because I only got to know you through your work, and to be quite frank, before you were picked up, while you were living outside of my tavern, I never actually interacted with you that much. Funny enough, the way I saw it was that I was working on updating the tavern a bit before opening it, fixing some of the boards at the time. And, Lachlan was coming around over to my area, and he saw you, things got a conversation going, and he just ended up hiring you there, at that very moment. But you always seemed distant.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, the stuff you're saying, it sounds right to me in my head, so... But if that's the case, then... Alright. Well, it's gonna be all the more important then to find Master Blair. In that case, if he's the one who saved me all those years ago, then I suppose it's my turn.
Suppose it's so. I honestly hope you find him. I miss having a good drinking buddy.
I understand. We will. We will find him. I swear.
I appreciate it. You should probably get some rest sometime soon. I can see that your body's starting to wear down a bit. And it takes an old man to be able to tell that. That's for damn sure.
So much walking for one day.
I get it. Go on, grab a rest. You can grab one of the empty rooms in the back. It's fine. I don't mind a lot of you doing that. I have more than enough open areas, so.
Streak will just kind of do like a small bow to him, and he'll just say, I swear I'll repay you for your kindness someday.
No need. At the end of the day, a friend of a friend. That's all that matters.
Streak will just like kind of nod and just do like a series of like, just like really big obnoxious yawns, like the ones I do around the apartment hits when I'm clearly tired.
Yeah.
As he just kind of walks his way to one of the empty
Dole
rooms.
looks at you like you're some sort of psychopath.
Yeah, no, I can attest to this. He'll, like, whenever he's, like, really tired, he'll go, "Ugh," and it's, like, not a second later, "Ugh," and not a second later, "Ugh." Like, that's, yeah.
Oh. Just says, are you sure you're not part Dragonborn?
He'll just kind of talk through his yachts like, if I was here, so tired, I would say.
Stop yawning. Stop. Just like, don't you do that shit at me. Don't you yawn at me.
Draco's currently resisting the temptation to use vicious mockery.
Oh, man. But yeah, yeah. I don't really think there's much else to really say there. You can get all that stuff done. Tahira, you can see that within the time that you've just kind of been doing your things, it seems that Isgard has kind of been doing some stuff on the side to kind of get you hooked up with some blood.
Yay.
Okay.
So you do have, like, he was able to get you like some 3 vials of blood that you can kind of use till then. And if you need more, he can go and talk to his hemomancy friend and get some more for you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, you guys can sleep the night off. And if we want, we can end it there, or we can do one more day of this. It's up to you guys.
What do you have prepped?
I have prepped like enough for like another day, but I'm gonna be honest. Do you want to be blasting through the mini campaign? If you do this, you might have like maybe 2 more sessions or 3 more sessions left. I don't know if actually you guys want to blast through this. Yeah, it's supposed to be a mini campaign. It's not gonna go for like 20 episodes or something. So
No, that's fair. I just wasn't expecting it to be that small.
yeah, mini campaign.
Which hey, not a bad thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's just a little.
Do you
surprise,
want
that's
another
all.
sanity, bitch? That shit's gonna be going for a while.
Yeah.
yeah, it's more me just kind of throwing it out there of like, I know you guys are enjoying the story, so I don't want you guys to blast through and be like, "Aw, that's it." So
That's where we end then.
Okay,
yeah, that's where we're
gotcha.
gonna end
In
up.
that
Tahira
case-
spends the rest of the night just dancing with Yenny and talking to her and shit.
Yeah, that's completely valid.
Gotcha. In that case, personally, I think that's a good stopping point. And yeah, I think we're pretty much good to go set up for like the next day. So
Dob
Cool. Yeah.
would wait until the tavern closes to talk to he'd just be like, he's not gonna tell Tahira everything afterwards, as per Isgard's request.
Yeah.
He's just gonna let her know that someone from the Temple of Nier is gonna come help us. That's all he's gonna tell her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he goes to sleep.
So at least in the next session, she'll at least know, hey, so we're expecting a person from the church. Hell yeah.
Works. There's a paladin coming. It's like, oh, okay.
Heck yeah.
Someone of good intention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking the door explodes.
To be honest, if Yenny lets her, Tahira's spending the night in Yenny's room.
Oh yeah, no, Yenny would 100% let her do that. Yeah, that she's fine with that. Oh
Just
man.
that thing of best friend, don't leave me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, she's like she set something up so that way you have like a separate bed or something like that, and you guys can just chill.
Not that it would matter if they have separate beds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really mattered, but you know, it's literally just whatever.
I'm
they
gonna
feel
be
comfortable
honest,
with.
they're
Yeah.
strippers.
Yeah. That's true. Oh man. Either way, that's where we're gonna like start to end it off here. You guys are
Bye.
starting to get a lot more of the pieces together, which is fun.
Yeah.
You can find the Amnesia campaign up on the Lost Shipyard on YouTube. You can also find it on the Lost Harbor up on Spotify. If you want to find some more campaigns, we have the Sanity campaign going on over on the Lost Shipyard. So go check that out. And we also have on the Lost Harbor Tavern on YouTube And also on the Lost Harbor on Spotify, we have some other campaigns over there, such as currently the ongoing one, the Ramen Harbor campaign. We also have the Brothel campaign, the Hidden Garden campaign, some one-shots, and a bunch of shorts. I'm going to try and get some more shorts coming out pretty soon here as well. So,
Yay!
yeah, I've been slacking on them, but I've also been trying to focus on drawing and actually having a life. So, we are finding a balance.
No, bitch.
Damn. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you later. Brah, brah.